Coach tabs on my phone at dawn, scrolling through the carnage, what went wrong? Grammar sold steady, rookies on the rise, mid-prices tempting me, danger in disguise. Big J calling from the couch, mate, check your side. Joe bragging about a loophole, riding that tide. We're traded in our hopes like stocks on a screen, chasing that price rise, living the dream. We're the center bound crew, hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through. From goals and behinds to the last upgrade, greatest game in the world, that's how we're made. From a pig in the guts to the bench warmer blues, every week we're breaking the rules. AFL in our veins, yeah, it's all we do. We're the center bound crew. Oh, yeah. Got duds on the park, can't win a hard ball. Need a downgrade target, answer that call. Possessions piling up, my captain's on fire. Vice loop lightning, sparks through the wire. Yeah. Trade plan scribbled on the back of a bill. One more sideways move, I swear I'll sit still. But the siren hits Friday, logic is gone. Mate, just push and go on. Who you backing in, who you backing in? Who you backing in, yeah. Who you letting go? One more risky move, then we steal the show. We're the center bound crew. Hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through. From goals and behinds to the last upgrade, greatest game in the world, that's how we're made. From a pig in the guts to the bench warmer blues, every week we're breaking the rules. They fell in our veins, yeah, it's all we do. We're the center bound crew. We're the center bound crew. Oh yeah, the center bound crew. The center bound crew. The center bound crew.
Yes, welcome everybody once again to another Friday Night Live watch-along, this time for the Sydney Swans versus the Collingwood Magpies. This is indeed the Brodie Grundy Cup. Welcome to everybody who came from the drive home and who voted for this game. It was between this one and the Suns v Port, and this game won the votes. Democracy Manifest. And it'll be really interesting to see how the Pies travel up to the SCG and pose. Can they mount a challenge to the Sydney Swans, who look sensational from a playing perspective as well as a jersey perspective? Wow. I really like the design of the Sydney Swans jersey. This is very nice. Good to see a flash. Come on, Grundy, pull a Baz and make you ridiculous hype. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm so happy to be a Baz owner. Very happy to be a Baz owner. AFL videos, last minute centre bounds. Like, I swear, AFL videos, are you a bot? Because it seems to me I've only ever seen you comment on these videos just before the start of a live watch-along. You always go last minute centre bounds. I've never seen you, to my recollection, comment anything else. Come on, bro. You got to be involved in the discussion a little bit. Hey, good to see you, Jonas. The King Kong Grundy Cup. That it is. Sup, Akka? Hope you're doing well, man. This looks like it'll be a fun one. It'll be interesting to see how the Pies... You know, Grundy without DCAM is probably licking his lips, isn't he? Against the old mob. So, look, my tip is the Swans. I don't think that's a very controversial opinion. But obviously nothing is set in stone. We saw what happened yesterday. Holy smokes, the Cats were unreal. That would have been a great game for a watch-along. But you can never discount the Pies because there's just something about their ability to stand up in pretty big moments. So from a super coach perspective, obviously a lot of eyes on Brodie Grundy. Quite a few people might have gone down to a Nick Blakey, to Lizard, because of the Nazaya situation. This guy on screen right now, Isaac Heaney, you know very much so that Big J is hoping that he pops off like nobody's business. So we'll see. I have Grundy, VC, Lizard, and Heaney. Bang. There you go. You're going to have a great night. You're going to have a great night, Jonas. Of that, I've got no doubt. And the game is underway. Degoe with the very first clearance of the game. In comes Lizard with a soccer off the ground. Nick Dacos flicks the ball over the top to Elliott, to Degoe. Sharp, quick hands. Lockie Schultz, wide open shot on goal. And that was the only thing that was open. Definitely not his accuracy. Misses to the near side. And guess who's on the kick-in? The Lizard. Get excited, Jonas. Get excited. Glenn. VC on Grundy tonight? Yes, you can anticipate a nice one, I reckon, from Grundy. First score of the night, Lockie Schultz really blew a wide open opportunity. So, out to the wing we go. Grundy stays down. Degoe wins the ball. To Howe. To Josh Dacos. Fakes one, gets around another. To Degoe. Goes for a check side. And it just manages to bend enough to stay inside for side bottom. Degoe's got the ball on a string to start this one. Hands it off to Quaynor. He pumps it inside forward 50 to a one-on-one. That's a mark? That's a mark. Oh, very solid one-on-one mark there. Number 29 for Collingwood. Who are you? West. Well done, West. That's a very good start. A one-on-one mark on McCartan is not an easy thing to do, young man. Very impressive. Tough kick. Charlie West with pick number 50, if you don't mind. He's kicking it from 50, and he's slotting it. Or is it touched? Wow. Well done, Charlie West. Mate. This is a very, very positive start for the Pies. Oh, mate, West's stocks are going north. What are you talking about? That was a very good one. Second game for the 20-year-old, and that's his second goal. I was very impressed with the old man, side bottom. The composure. It was almost like he knew that this ball was going to curve back straight to him. It's a very solid one-on-one mark, and not an easy kick from that distance. You really can't afford to be giving Collingwood sniffs like this. Grundy wins the tap to Rowbottom in his milestone game. Congratulations to him. That handball's not great to Lizard. Heaney was assaulted. In come the Pies. Nick to Josh. It's a further afield. Degoe is basically, he owns this ball, Degoe. Degoe literally owns the ball, I think. They're going to change the name of the Sharon to the Degoe because he is inseparable. Mark, good to see you, Mark. Might need to listen to you while watching the Rabbitohs versus the Dolphins. Okay, sure. Welcome, Mark, anytime. Grundy holds his ground, wins the tap. Nick looks to be ominous in this game. Flicks a handball forward. Ball is still in play somehow. Callum Mills, nice pick up to Heaney. Sarong, under pressure. Kick into the corridor was dangerous. Cut off by side bottom. Side bottom has it. Inside the center square, just outside. Forward 50. He's been given a long time by the umpire. Pots it up top of the goal square. McStay. Both hands to it. Can't mark. Elliott tries to leap through two tacklers. That has to be holding the ball. How is that not holding the ball? Play on's the call. Swans under pressure, but they're very cool and calm and collected. They work it by hand. This time a kick from Heaney's middle of the ground. Cut off, though, by the Pies. Houston has it now on the outer wing. Composed. Hits up Nick Dacos, who seems to have James Jordan breathing right down his neck. Nick is glistening at this point in time. Kicks it inside forward 50. Looking for the Flyers. The only one who could fly and claim it is McCartan making amends. But that had to be holding the ball. That had to be holding the ball. That's bullshit, umpire. Off to Lizard. Lizard now. Takes a bounce. Lowers the eyes. Hits up who? Grundy. Releases McInerney. Back to Lizard. This is all through handball. Now a kick from McInerney. Interesting design to Curnow. Can't gather cleanly. Houston is immediately besieged by a row bottom. And we're having a forward 50 stoppage about 40 metres out from the Sydney Swans goal. Grundy 100% robbed. He wins the tap. He feeds it to Roses. Gets a kick away only as far as Howe. Bombs the ball out of there. Jamie Elliott will be the first one onto this pill here on the wing. Feeds it to the speedster in McCreary. His kick into space could be absolute perfection, but what a spoil there by the Lizard. That is sensational defensive work by the Lizard. What? That is one of the best spoils I have ever seen in my life. Running at full tilt, he had no right to get a hand on that. Oh, the Lizard, here's a good one. Ball thrown into play. McStay wins the tap. Grundy does the follow-up work. Mills. All the way to the last line of defense. Risky. Gets the bomb away. Ball is now back inside forward 50. Oh, jeez, that had to hurt. Oh, that had to hurt. Melican put his body on the line and gets the free kick. I did not get the Lizard. Flash. I ended up downgrading to Edwards. I got Roberts and Edwards. I just held on to... I just don't have enough trades to be able to continue sideways, so I just have to hold on to Clark, unfortunately. Amati stayed down. The free kick to who? To Papley. On the outer wing next to the Go Foundation logo. The Go logo. He's got no one offer, and he looks very confused. So what does he do? He sinks the boot in it and tells Amati to fly. He does. Grundy, on ground level, feeds a handball away. They try to shovel the ball out to space to the Swans. Get a handball, Lloyd to Frampton. This is now Josh. He backtracks in the back pocket, lowers the eyes, trying to hit up Nick, but Papley with the defensive spoil, and the ball trickles out of bounds, and Papley wants to start something. People talking about this being the Grundy Cup. No, this is the Jack Buller Cup. Fair enough. The Jack Buller Cup. Ball thrown into play. Papley receives a pill, tries to feed a handball forward only as far as Houston, and it's deemed a throw, in fact. Deemed a throw. Josh Dacos free kick for a very good tackle. Yeah, Henny been quiet. The Pies have had a very good pressure. This is now Josh. Elects to go down the line where the safety is, and McCartan punches it out of bounds. A very interesting start to this game thus far. Jeez. Is the Sydney Swans coach's box normally that dark? Looks like they don't have the lights on. Free kick against Grundy. Oh, that's a good result here for the Pies. Big Steenie. Leases Quaynor by hand. He kicks it further up the field. Inside forward 50. Ooh, almost another mark to West. He just doesn't hold on. Good quick hands under lots of pressure. This is sensational Sydney Swans play. Papley. Oh, showtime. Malcolm Roses. Nice little tackle. Oh, well done, Houston. He's applied the pressure. Play on is the call. It's inside forward 50. Desperation. Roses picks it up. Backtracks. Immediately claimed, and that's holding the ball. Good pressure here by the Pies. Very solid pressure by the Pies. Pies brought their own umpires. Look that. I just want some consistency with umpire calls, right? Good to see you, Shaunsky. Hope you're doing well, mate. The Pies go out to the outer wing. McStay, can he hold on to it? He does. Paid the mark. Very strong one-on-one. McCartan has been responsible for a lot of defending so far this game. Melican gets the pill, feeds it back to Sarong. A handball to Chad. Is this Chad's first touch? Takes a bounce, fakes a handball, claimed by Crispy. Oh, that was a crispy tackle. Now the other way. Nick Dacos pops it up inside forward 50 to Schultz. And that was terrible by the Swans. Chad Warner just bit off a bit more than he could chew. Good forward pressure here by the Pies. Yeah, there's a lot of heat in this game. 9 small garlic potatoes for dinner to watch the games. Garlic potatoes is beautiful. The fakest star player in the comp, Chad Warner. Yeah, and it gives up to Schultz, and Schultz nails the set shot. This is exactly what Craig McRae would have wanted for the Pies. A great start to this game, 13-zip. When you're on the road, you want to silence the home crowd as much as possible, and that's exactly how you do it. Faker than Bolton? I wouldn't say faker than Bolton. Look, Chad Warner's all right. He's quite a decent player. There are a lot of games where the Swans might be down, but then all of a sudden you see Chad try to lift them up because he is a very explosive line breaker, Chad Warner. He can accelerate and he can change the momentum of the game. That was just a bad moment for him. Chad to Grundy, feeds the ball forward. Josh Dacos is applying lots of pressure. Rowbottom bombs the ball forward. Ball hits the deck. Amati Party tries to slap it up volleyball style. Roses picks it up. Oh, Angry Anderson gets in the way. Bombs the ball outside of defensive 50. Ball hits the deck. Oh, terrible time. Terrible time for some slipping. Meanwhile, the Pies keep their feet. Ned Long pumps the ball inside forward 50. It's not an advantage kick. Goes to Jordan. Good intercept mark. You can tell he's clearly playing a tagging role on Nick Dacos, who's resting forward. Yeah, they love to use their hands, but it's not really getting them anywhere. McCartan finally decides to kick, but it's under pressure and wayward. Ball trickles out the back. Steen, he's bumped off the pill, but able to maintain his composure quite nicely. Anderson, this ball's a really grubby ball. Rowbottom managed to get the ball back to Wicks. Pumps the ball high. Warner with a nice little spoil. Ball hits the deck. Lloyd to McInerney. McInerney with a flying shot. Too cute. And he misses to the near side. Sydney's first score of the game is a behind. And Dan Houston on the kick-in duty. Bolton is a fraud. Yeah, he's I'll say Bolton's a bit of a downhill skier. This is great movement here. Buller to Anderson. All of this has been uncontested marks for the Pies, and they're at half forward. Is that 50 or what? It is. Wow, 50-minute penalty against the Swans. To be honest, 3 different people could have been responsible for that 50. It is actually ridiculous how many people were in the vicinity and walking and getting really close. Lloyd, you are a muppet. Anyways, for our Supercoach team, that's great because Angry Anderson has received a 50-minute penalty and is lining up for goal. And to be honest, you really can't miss from here, can you? Chad Warner is a great role player, just no star. Yeah, he's in there. I don't know. Chad Warner's in that weird position between star and great role player. I don't know. He's like an excellent role player. Playlist guy. Good to see him, mate. Yeah, with the 80s look. Agreed. And that's now 3 goals in a row The Pies, gee, these two birds, it's it's swooping season by the looks of things. So that was an uncontested mark, followed by another uncontested mark, followed by another uncontested mark, and then 50-minute penalty. That is one of the easiest methods of transitioning the pill for the Pies. They'll be asking for, they'll be saying, more of that, please. More of that, please. Trade of main, keep him key. So, from a Supercoach perspective, Anderson now up to 18, get around him. Ball back in the middle. Elliott seems to be playing on ball. Houston, back to Elliott. Lowers the eyes. The ball hits the deck, but they're able to keep going. Anderson stripped of the pill. Does well to soccer the ball to Goey. The kids are doing quite well for the Pies. Ball inside forward, 50 mark to Schultz. Oh my God. Craig McRae is absolutely lapping up this start here by the Pies. The Pies have come to play. And to me, the Swans look like they just thought it would happen. Through for a rush behind from the Bruzzy Maynard kick. When do the Swans wake up and realize that they have a game on their hands? Hexer resumes. Got to have a shower. What in the Pies is going on here? Well, the Pies are doing well. The Swans are a little bit timid at the moment. Chad Warner pumps the ball inside forward, 50. That is fortuitous. You did not mean that whatsoever, but you take it. The Swannies having a shot on goal from about 40 meters out. This is Cootie. Cootie the Cutie lining up for goal. Age 23, 4 games, 2 goals. Can he make it 3? Let us see. He cannot. The kick is skinny. Through for a minor score. 3 goals, 2-20 for the Magpies. Plays 2 behinds, 2 for the Sydney Swannies. Howe, told to play on, lowers the eyes, looking for Elliott. Nice spoil there by Mills. Mills to Tharong. Snaps it high and long. The ball is turning towards Amati. Can't mark. DeGoey with another check side. Wicks with the body work, but the ball trickles to McStay. He drops the pill. Long tries to surge it forward. He cannot. Good pick up there by Houston. Forward handball only as far as Rowbottom. This is now Mills. Kicks the ball under pressure. All the numbers are with Collingwood. Bruzzy Maynard drops an uncontested mark. Invites the pressure for Houston. Houston is... Okay, everyone stop. Look like a free kick. Heaney, harassed by Houston, puts the ball on a silver platter. That is class. That is class there by Heaney. He was being tackled and manhandled and yet had the poise and the body control to steady and snap the ball right onto a Amati Party's plate. That is sensational stuff there by Heen Dog. Heen Dog. Amati Party. Lining up from just where Cootie kicked it. And his effort is worse than Cootie's. It misses on the full. The Amati Party has been too busy partying by the looks of things. DeGoey. He's had the pill a lot. DeGoey. Rowan Steele. Is he going to go back to Houston? No. He's going to go up, down the line. Good grab. Vice-like to Crispy. Crispy. Oh, he crispy fried chicken. I don't know who that player was. Hits a ball high and long. DeGoey. No, this is none other. Nick Dacos with the gather. Nick Dacos on the left with a beautiful snap running away from James Jordan. Nick Dacos is looking ominous. Guys, it might be time to bring Nick Dacos in for all of us non-owners. Nick Dacos looks powerful. The way he gathered the pill and then ran on to the left to be able to, that was very impressive. Yeah, the way that was way too easy. He just picked it up, and the way he just arched the back, ran away, and then put on the left, that was very impressive. Is there anything this guy can't do? Seriously? Playing as a small forward, playing as a halfback, playing as a wing, as a midfielder. This kid's too good. What a pickup, what a goal. Still playing in the forward line. Could we get some Nick Dacos DPP? Heaney gets the ball out to Sheldrick. Sheldrick puts the ball inside the forward line. Amati is held without it. Umpire says play on. Logan. It's claimed by Bruzzy. And we're having a stoppage about 20 metres out from the Swans' goal. Full forward Nick Dacos. I know, right? Beautiful tap forward there by Grundy. Trying to find Rowbottom. Tackle without the pill. But the ball trickles out of bounds and we've got a throw in. Heaney only on 6. Don't say that, Flash. Because I fear for Big J's safety tonight. If Heaney does not do good. Grundy wins the tap. Side bottom, though. Sweeps a handball out wide. He's given a task. Oh, well, get there. This is now how... That's out on the fall. Free kick to the Swans. The weapon, Nick Dacos. He is the weapon. This is now Lloyd. Pumps the ball high along toward top of the goal square. They all fly. Ball hits the deck. Heaney with the crumb. Heaney with the gather. With the snap. Does not have the legs. And it goes through for a rushed behind. 5 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Collingwood have not won since Queen's birthday 2021 at the SCG. Hey, Joe, my cousin and my brother are Pies fans. They would have, 100%. They would be absolutely frothing this start. Jeez, Heaney just put the head down, put the burners on, completely took out his own teammate whilst picking that ball up. Bro, he didn't mark it. He clearly dropped the pill. Oh, well, McStay paid the mark. This is Quaynor to Elliott to DeGoey. Beautiful step inside on Warner. And then he kicks it into the pocket for guess who? Guess who? Nicky D. Nicky D takes the one-on-one mark on his tagger, James Jordan. That, bro, DeGoey is playing the game of his life. That kick to Nick, mate, that was clean AF. Bro, why would you take Nick Dacos out of the forward line with this type of performance? He's in the pocket. He's kicking it from about 20. He goes to drop punt. He brings it back to perfection. Oh, my God. This kid is a star. I mean, we already knew that. Can someone tell the Sydney Swans that they have to turn the lights on in their coach's box? Because at the moment, the players seem to think that the game hasn't started. The coach's box lights are on. Therefore, we don't need to have our lights on in our brains either. Wow. What a start for the Pies and what a start for Nick. Don't worry, I was watching the North game. Tuned in when Grundy was on 13. He was on 10 at the end of the first, and there were Bucks by the end of the second. Yeah, exactly right. Dacos going to kick 10 tonight. The way he's going, he looks insane, does Nick Dacos. Nicky DPP, you'd hope so. Imagine we get a full game of Dacos forward. That would be the most insane thing in the world. Oh my God, the VC's on the wrong player? Yeah. Well, what is the scores at the moment? So Nick's on 45. I was a happy non-owner. Now I'm a very terrified non-owner, by the way. Grundy wins the tap. But sock it off the ground inside forward 50. Elliott storms out. Kick is smothered, though. Sheldrick cannot gather the pill. Heaney, back to Sheldrick. Feeds the ball forward. Is it a free kick to yes, it is. The free kick to Heaney. He was tackled without the pill. This is now Jai Sarong. Lowers the eyes. It's a bit high on the kick. Fortunate that Josh Dacos did not persist with his defensive effort. Papley kicks it into the pocket. Looking for Curnow. He can't mark. Roses could not gather, and the ball trickles out of play. That's a very solid back line here. Honestly, the Pies are better when Darcy Moore's not in the team. Is it not clear? Is it not obvious? Grundy works his way to the front, takes the ball out of the ruck, and he kicks the first goal for the Swans. He said, you know what? You guys are all Muppets. You guys are all Swans. Clearly the only people kicking goals are Collingwood players. As a former Pie, I can do it. Kicks the first goal for the Swans. Let's go. And the Grundy VC owners rise as one. They rise. Grundy is up to 28 now. Not too shabby. But Nick Dacos, 46. I'm going to have to bring Nick in as ASAP. What was Nick's break even, by the way? Dacos. He's 567 with a break even of 173. Holy crap, guys. I am concerned that Nick Dacos is going to get his 173 break even. Back in the middle we go. Free kick for the 666 already in the first quarter. The Swans are a rabble. Oh, Milliken takes the saving intercept mark. How could you already have the 666 in the first quarter? Can someone tell the coach's box for the Swans to turn their lights on, please? Kick outside. Edwards to Lizard. Lizard popped it over the top. This is Rowbottom. Rowbottom smiles and says, there's no one to kick the ball to. So he goes up, down the wing. Grundy flies, can't mark, brings the ball to ground. Well done. Oh, Rowbottom was clearly high. Thank you. I could see that from frickin' Victoria. Rowbottom feeds the handball to the running Bice. Kicks it inside forward. He flew, but he couldn't mark. Was he paid the mark? He was. What a grab there by Curnow. He flew. That's just what the doctor ordered for the Swans. Oh, was that a mark, though? Did he hold it long enough? I don't know. Maybe. What a leap. You gotta kick it. Charlie, round the corner. You suck. How can you do something as sensational as that, and then as a key forward, be unable to hit a regulation, very easy kick for goal from 20 meters out? How can you do that? Like, how much are you getting paid, bro? Like, you'd think surely nailing a 20-meter shot for goal as one of the most highest decorated two-time Coleman medalists in the league, you could possibly, I don't know. Ball still in dispute. Angry Anderson with the fist. This could work here. 1 minute on the clock, and the Pies have the run. Elliott, outside 50, on the left, pops it up. McCreary, he couldn't mark. Ball hits the deck, though. McInerney, he knew where the help was. Long, he got Rowbottom. Weeks under pressure. Goes for the high, check side, ball still in play. Good body work. Oh, but he drops the pill. This is steal. He knew what he wanted. He wanted the boundary line, and he got it. Forward 50 stoppage. Gee, yeah. Show us the replay of how shit he is again. Yes, please. Please stop trying to curse Nick. I don't want him to stop in there after the first quarter. I'm not trying to curse him. I'm genuinely concerned. Heaney with a nice pickup, hacks the ball forward. You know what that's going to be? The lasso. Angry Anderson emergency and not Sardis's. And Sardis's, yes. What is Angry Anderson on? 33 for Anderson. Holy shit. Doing very, very well. Lizard. He's held without it. Grundy's fallen over. Playing for a free. Get up, son. Side bottom. Oh, Grundy gets it. This is Wicks. He bombs the ball out. Top of the defensive 50. It works. It works, Logan. Just at the right place at the right time, and the kick further afield is good. That is quarter time siren. Mate, if you were anyone related to the Collingwood Magpies, you are absolutely flying right now on cloud 9. 7 shots to 5, but more importantly, 5 goals 2 to 1 goal 4. They have instilled the fear of God into the Swans. Does Big Coxie realize that the lights are off in the coach's box? Nick Dacos, 49 at quarter time. Jordan DeGoey, 40. Grundy, 43. The big boys are out to play. Blakey on 24. I think you'd be pretty satisfied with that if you're a Lizard owner. Not too bad there for the Liz. If you're a Heaney owner, you'd probably be hoping for a little bit more. I can see Big J's not happy with Heaney, but it's all right. It's still early days. For those of us who traded Edwards in, this is not very nice. 8 points only to quarter time, which is pretty Scheisenhausen. But yes, on the other side, Matt, Houston. For those of you who held on to Houston, well done. He is rewarding you 29. Angry Anderson, 33 at quarter time. This has been a very good quarter for a lot of very relevant Supercoach picks. This is why I love Grundy, highest disposal getter for the Swans. Grundy's a beast. Grundy's a freak. Grundy is sexy in everything but appearance. Grundy VC, Nakos, Anderson, pretty good quarter. You'd be very happy. You'd be very happy with that quarter. I've got Anderson emergency as well, but I don't have no donuts in my midfield, unfortunately. So I am unable to take his score, and I am a bit of an idiot. Why do I have Edwards on the field instead of looping? I did a big mistake. I've only just discovered now. I have Edwards on the field rather than as emergency. Why did I do that? I have no idea why I did that. Well, I have been very busy and I have been very distracted with work, so I'm willing to cut myself some slack. Oh, God. Let's have a look at the today's Gridley. I'm going to do at halftime. Okay. A Tom Mitchell Gridley. Very interesting. Grundy VC and Dacos, always a nice start. Yeah. Oh, 100% is a very nice start. Something to do at halftime, the Gridley. Yes, it's... I was hoping, I wasn't sure when. The thing for me is I hadn't traded in Nick Dacos because he hadn't looked good But now in this game, he has looked sensational. He has looked powerful. He has looked fast. He has looked clean. His kicking has been really good. Like, to me, it seems that Nick Dacos is no longer hampered by whatever injury he had previously. So Nick is firmly on the agenda. If Heaney gets back-to-back 100, this game and the Mullen tag, it will be 600K going into the Richmond game. Oh, boy. It's a lot of money. Good to see McLaughlin. I always love McLaughlin. Houston makes me sick. I know, right? Houston is disgusting, bro. I shouldn't have wasted trades to get him, and then I shouldn't have wasted trades to get rid of him. I go to my trade history with Houston. I traded Houston out in round 4. It was the week that Parrish and Sherry was suspended. So that week, I went Sherry, Houston, and Parrish, Bond, Baz Smith, and Lukosius. Lukosius was a failed pick. Obviously, Bont and Baz have both been great. So I still think it was worthwhile trading that fraud out. I've noticed footy scores is always exactly 1 point behind the actual scores. It's true. Stream's kind of freezing for me. Is the sound at least coming out? Flash? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why footy scores is 1 point different, but back to the middle. Second quarter about to start. Back now? Sounds good? Okay, good. The thing is, I don't have a PC. I use a laptop, and it's not a very good laptop either. So, yeah. It's obviously with my line of work, I don't really need high computational things. Everything I do tends to be productivity based, so I don't really have a very expensive laptop, which occasionally means that it struggles when it comes to having multiple tabs open and streaming and sharing screen and things like that. Oh, piss off, Houston! Freaking Houston with the intercept mark right there in front of Charlie Curnow. Indecisive. So what does he do? He just bombs it down the line, which means it's an effective kick. The two Swans fight for the same pill. Opens the door for McStay to Nick. This is now DeGoey. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. All the Collingwood forwards were just lining up. And it ends up being a mark. A very courageous, good mark to Jamie Elliott. They are picking up exactly where they left off. The Pies are such a well-drilled team. I can completely understand why Craig McRae was approached by Carlton last year. Why wouldn't you? Tough kick from outside the boundary line. It's looking quite good, but it just pushes wide. The first set shot blemish. The Liz taking the kick out here. Lizard Blakey kicks it out wide. Edwards. McCartan feeds the handball forward. They're well set up here, the Pies. They are well set up here. The thing is, when you know that it's coming, surely a good team will be able to set up against that forward handball setup, surely. Oh, well done, Steen. Takes the ball out of the ruck, puts the ball forward. Ned Long, clean, just in the nick of time. Lizard Blakey gets in the way. Chad Warner tackles as he kicks it. Not very far, only as far as Crisp. Kicks it into the pocket all by his lonesome. Is this Hayes? Number 39. It is Will Hayes. for the Pies. All by himself. Goes around the corner with a snap. And he basically does a Charlie Curnow. Misses. What's wrong with drop punts these days? That was a very drop puntable location. Oh well. Minor score. 5 goals, 4-34 to 1 goal, 4-10. Lizard in his usual quarterback style. Nice raking left foot. I love watching the Lizard in action. The Swans try to get from one side to the other. Logan McDonald does very well. Brings the ball to ground. Fakes a handball. Kicks it inside forward 50. Only as far as Jeremy Howe. And that is the problem. I think there's clearly very obvious problems for the Swans in this game. Firstly, they are so persistent at this forward handball, even when the Pies are clearly set up sweating on it. They'll do it anyway. And then secondly, they're so Charlie Curnow focused. Lizard does very well. Wait, is he called to play on or was it paid a mark? Oh, he's played on. Well, that's a turnover. Interesting kick. Finds Frampton. This is Nick. Handball over the top. Looking for Houston. Oh, my God. How did you miss that, Riley Bice? Miami Bice. Heaney. Oh, well done there by Nick. He was sweating on it. This is Josh. He fumbles. Grundy gets the ball out of there and paid a free kick for high. What a star. Brodie Grundy, where would the Swans be without you? And this kick is very nice. Finds Jimmy Neutron Warner. Inside forward 50. Not too dissimilar to where Nicky Dacos kicked his goal in the first quarter. Nick on the mark, barking instructions. Jimmy Neutron Warner. This is a big kick. From outside 50, starts at left and it stays left for a minor score. 1 goal, 5-11 to 5-4-34. This is now Howe taking the ball in from the kick-in. Nothing obvious, so he goes high and long. Schultz can't mark. Oh, the costly fumble opens the door for the running wave of the Magpies. Well done there by Lizard to Grundy. Oh, that was a lazy, inerrant handball. Opens the door now for Nick Dacos. Feeds it back to Josh. He pumps it forward. He's looking for a mark. He doesn't get one. That's got to be a free. How was that not a free? Why was that not a free? You can't win. Bro, that had to be a free for a marking infringement. And the Collingwood Magpies through Ned Long take advantage. I don't know about that. I thought he clearly chopped arms there. Can we go back to that, please? I don't know. I would have parked that. I would have paid a marking infringement there for sure. But Ned Long does very well out on the ground. They should get fined for pushing the short down. I don't want to see you joke. Yeah, it's illegal. One of those public indecency. Is it just me, or does Ned Long kind of look like a shorter Steen? Could be brothers. Cross of the line. Free kick against Grundy. That's now the second time he's done that. As the rain falls down on the SCG. Oof. Was that James Jordan? Gee, that was a very solid tackle. Caught high, apparently. He fans it wide. Wicks. Nice cut in board. But the kick, just enough on the kick. This is a mark. Malcolm Roses. With a low darting bullet onto the chest of Josh Dacos. I find it quite remarkable that you're trying to go for these low darts in the rain. That seemed low percentage to me. Is that a push? No, it's not. Pounds the call. Callum Mills, he bombs the ball forward. Rowbottom brings the ball to ground. They're trying to work with Papley. Papley, can he soccer it? He tried. But well done, side bottom to put the pressure. DeGoey, little poke forward. McCreary tried to do some soccer moves. Oh, this is a nice pickup there by Cootie. A very impressive pickup. Schultz gives away a free kick for high tackle. That's pretty impressive, considering just how much shorter he is than Edwards. Edwards tries to kick it wide. Quaynor does very, very well to get in the way. Good mark is telling him. Oh, it was a great mark. Quaynor goes high and long to McStay. Can't mark. Ball hits the deck. Schultz kicks the ball inside forward. 50, dangerous place. Very dangerous. Buller, long bustles his way through. Gets a kick away, but it's only a minor score. An even 5-goal margin. Gee, the rain is making this a really sloppy affair. Which doesn't seem to suit the Swans, because the Swans like high skills. But this is well set up here. Roses kicks the ball inside forward 50. But yet again, the Pies are able to repel with these very shallow entries. McCreary with the fend off on Grundy. He says, sit down, son. You don't play for us anymore. McCreary keeps running with a bit of 1-2. McInerney goes for the bump rather than the pill, which opens up the door for McStay now. Can he gather? No, he cannot. He slips and he falls. The Swans under all sorts of pressure. Lockie Schultz feeds a handball out to Long again. Nice step inside. Feeds it back to Houston. Houston with the snap. It's bending. And it goes through for a minor score. This is now Callum Mills with the kick in. See, they're really inviting pressure, the Swans, with some poor decisions. Good pressure, but it seems clear to me that's got to be a marking infringement. Surely chop the arms. Delay the Pendles record breaking unchanged. Yeah, I know, right? The way they're playing, it's sensational. They are playing terrific football here, the Pies. They're really taking up to the Swans, and the Swans have got nothing. There's been no ball movement. Oh, Lloyd drops a mark that he probably should have taken. Because the way the Pies are set up, almost that they are allowing the Swans to get the ball to do a shallow entry inside 50. Very rarely are we seeing these deep balls like that one just then. A lot of the time, the Swans are trying to hit up this target in the 45 to 50 meter zone in front of the sticks. The Pies are just continuously repelling from that point on, and they run, they spread, they work the handball, they do very well. Well, is that legging? Lucky. Heaney. He feeds a handball out to Papley. To Chad. On the left. Under lots of pressure. And the ball goes through yet again for a minor score. High pressure. Good defending. Very solid defending here by the Pies. And Billy Frampton is not in a good way. Billy Frampton. Ooh. The way he landed on his back caused the whiplash with the head. He is struggling to get up. But it's also like his rib maybe a rib problem because of how solid he hit the ground on his back/side. Maybe winded. Wouldn't be surprised if he was winded from that. But he is favouring that side a bit. Of course you'd laugh about that, Initiator. Grow up. Get your head out of the gutter. You know I didn't mean... But yes, well played. Touche. Okay. So we've waited for Billy to get off the field. Billy is now off the field. And play can resume. Now go short to Quaynor. Quaynor, wow. How is this guy all by himself? This is a poor defensive work here by the Swans. Does Edwards give away a free kick for front-on contact? He does. Oh, okay. All right. I see how it is. Can't believe I thought this would be an easy Sydney win. Poet, nothing is easy. Angry Anderson, standing star, hacks the ball forward. The bounce was unkind, and it goes through for a minor score. Poet, after what happened last night, how can you possibly assume anything would be easy in this game? You can never discount the Pies. You just never know when the Pies will play good footy. But if there is no Darcy Moore in the team, you can lean more on the side of they will be good. Because Darcy Moore is not good. Good mark there on the wing there by Sarong. Stood tall. Gee, that's a bad word. Stood tall. Took the mark. Oh, fakes to go back. Fakes to go corridor. And he faked everybody out, even the cameraman. Goes down the wing with a beautiful kick to Malcolm Roses, who pops it over the top. Just missed Curnow. Again, way too Curnow-centric. This is ridiculous. Meanwhile, the Pies, they rebound. That's a terrible handball by McStay, but he's lucky that his teammate was up to it. Josh, he works the hips, shrugs the tackle. The Pies are trying to make their way inside forward 50. They're using the forward handball better than the Swans are. It's now in the pocket. Steele, sends it, middle, goal square. No one marks. Free kick. Wow, lucky. Lizard gets the handball. Schultz is applying pressure on Bice. Does very well. Affects the kick. Straight to side bottom. Houston lobs it over the top. Could not mark. Is that out of bounds on the full? Good pressure there by Schultz. Miami Bice was way too nonchalant. The umpires confer, and it's a throw-in. That was on the full. Are you guys blind in the arc? That was clearly on the full. Anyways, Collingwood getting looked after. As per usual, that was a high contact there. Eye contact to McCreary. Chad Warner's hand did slip high. Yep, I saw that. That was there. Right here. Yes. Correct. But it shouldn't have been there to begin with because that ball was clearly out of bounds on the full. How is it that we can see these things on the Fox replays better than they can with the zoom in and the rewind? And come on. Bo McCreary. Stepping up to the plate from 55 meters out. Gives it a good roost. But in going for distance, he lost accuracy. And the margin is back at 32 points. Kick into the corridor. High risk, high reward. But unfortunately, Heaney could not hold on to the pill. And now opens up the door for the Pies. They're queuing up. They're lining up. You might as well do a bit of a... Oh my God, he missed. Wow. That's a massive let-off. These umpires in the Arc are busy watching. They probably are. And you know what it is? It's probably Nick Dacos' first quarter is what they're watching on repeat. Because that was clearly on the full. I agree with you, Jonas. Ball up the wing. 2-on-1. Can the Swans work their numbers? They can't. Tap forward. That was clever. Lloyd tries to feed a handball forward, but obviously we know with the lasso. Oh, was it a smother? Good defensive work here. Good pressure. Good pressure from the Pies. Nothing easy. Nothing easy. Jack Buller. He's taken it right up to his old side. Logan tries to tap the ball forward. Can't connect. Anderson. Josh left it behind. Oh, this is bad. Lloyd on the right. He puts it up. Can Curnow use his strength? That's got to be high. And it is. Against Billy Frampton, who's back out on the field. That was a pretty quick turnaround for Billy. Back on the field. Charlie Curnow gets a free kick, clearly high. He snaps it from directly in front, and he thinks he's a big, strong man, and he celebrates it. Only the second goal of the game for the Swans. Brings the margin back to 27 points. Grundy, where are you? I don't know, bro. I think he's having a well-deserved rest, is Brodie Grundy. On the bench, having a rest. Nick Blakey on 60. He was basically caught up to Nick Dacos. So, yeah, really, I really wish I stuck to my initial decisions of getting my boy Lizard Blakey in. I knew Blakey was going to be good. Back in the middle we go. Grundy on the field. Heaney tries to burst through. He can't. Anderson on 47. Holy shizen. Get around him. Grundy wins the tap. Tries to serve the ball forward. Quano releases their hands. Angry Anderson does well to keep his feet. Josh Dacos pulls the kick, looking for a teammate. Can't find him. Lizard, he's stripped of the pill. Long, his kick is smothered. Mills fumbles. Look at the rain. Look at it pour. Heaney caught. We have a stoppage. 48 meters out. Take him off after a goal. The sports scientist says otherwise, apparently. What a joke. I know. The hot hand. Free kick to Grundy. The big man. How is that not 50 already? How much time do you want to give him before he finally returns the ball? Who else was the free kick for? Obviously, it was Grundy's. You want him to go make a freaking cappuccino as well before he gives him the free kick, do you? Unbelievable. This is now Chad on the wing. He wanted a teammate to shepherd for him, but they didn't. So he has to go himself. The kick was short, looking for Sheldrick. He didn't have the pill. Fumbly, slippery ball. That's how you kick it. You just have to surge it forward, mate. It's too slippery for pretty boy football. You can't do it. This is the time now to roll up the sleeves and get dirty. I know you're wearing precious whites at the moment, but it's time to get them filthy. No more cute football. You have to get down and dirty. Here we go. Grundy with the tap, looking for a connection. Found Maynard, and the ball goes out of bounds. Yeah, Heaney's not happy, and Big J is, I think what we're seeing over the SCG are Big J's tears at the moment. Not rain, it's Big J's tears, I think. Grundy tries to take the ball out of the ruck. The ball is obviously slippery. McInerney tries to feed it to Heaney. Needs slippery ball. He could not gather. If it was dry, you know he was pinging a shot. But the ball is out of bounds and we're getting a throw in. James Jordan has gone to the gowie. Or has he not? He was next to him for a second there. Grundy, tap, Warner. Bro, he's assaulted. Great tackle there by Grundy. Oh, good clean ball there by the Pies. Tries to feed it out of there. McCartan with the fist, and it goes out of play. About 60 metres out from the Swans' goal. That is quite a sight to behold. Lombard, 22-point first quarter. Oh, I totally forgot there's another game on at the moment. Would you believe it? Grundy decisively wins the tap. Surges the ball forward. That's what is required of you, big man. Well done, Grundy. Good forward pressure here by the Swans. Trying to surge it forward. McInerney, Tahini getting tackled. And that affects the kick. And it goes out of bounds on the full. And the Pies let him know about it. Who do you guys think you are? Who do you guys think you are getting in Heaney's face? His turd is a better footballer than you guys are. You guys don't have any right to be laughing at Heaney. Yeah, Maynard. Hey, Maynard, keep laughing at Heaney, mate. What was that for a kick, you muppet? Fake tough guy. Grundy kicks the ball back inside forward 50. Bro, is that not push? All right, guess not. Play on's the call. The Pies look to surge it out of there. Does the ball trickle out of bounds? It does not. It's well picked up there by McStay. I've actually I've been so absorbed in this game. I completely forgot there was another game on, believe it or not. Lombard? Anastasopoulos is on 23 as well. Get around him. Meanwhile, ball inside forward 50. Amadi Party, good forward pressure. Heaney picks it up, releases Sarong. Sarong with a kick toward top of the goal square. McDonald, he can't mark. Crispy stays on the ground, and his kick is fortuitously marked there by Ned Long. Edwards creeping up. Good boy. Keep going up, mate. Ned Long. Ned Long goes wide, which is risky, but it's a beautifully weighted kick. And Rowan Steele takes the mark. It looks a play under Steely. Kick further afield. Good spoil there by Edwards. Kills the pill. What is he on? Edwards. 26. Grundy, 73. What a beast. Blakey, 61. I really wish I got Blakey. I'm a bit of an idiot. Why would I never listen to myself? I should listen to myself more. Grundy, again, just doing what he's supposed to do in these conditions, which is territory football. Keep it moving at all costs. We get another stoppage, this time about... Did well there, Grundy. Managed to gain another 20-odd metres with that hit forward. Yeah, Grundy, 73, is doing God's work for these owners. Ball thrown back into play. Bro, no shit. He's literally rucking against Ned Long. Yet again, another shallow entry inside forward 50. Oh, Billy Frampton. He sold all of them some candy and they all choked on it like babies. Well done, Anderson, for fighting the good fight. Gets the ball forward. McCreary, he puts his body over the pill. They're trying to soccer the ball forward. Now the Swans hack the ball forward. Wow, fortune favours the brave. That's a sensational kick. McInerney lowers the eyes. Can he hit McDonald? He can. First time I've seen them take a mark outside forward 50 like this. Are you going to go for goal or are you just going to... Oh, that's such a nothing kick. Such a nothing kick. And the ball trickles out of bounds. You had to do more with it, mate. McDonald, you had to go quicker and you had to at least... That was such a shit placement for that ball, bro. And I can clearly see Coxie's not happy with that either. Grundy taps the ball forward, looking for Heaney. Doesn't get him. It's become a lot tighter this game. The Swans have lifted a bit. And it's a very tight contest. Ball thrown back into play. Grundy uses the bodywork. Is that a free kick, bro? It's not. Swans just burst the ball high and out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Houston. Piss off. Just realized I might have to go early on a rookie next round. I'm going to do a solo upgrade to get married, but don't think there are any good rookies. He looks good. The Greek boy. He looks very good. Grundy on 80 points at the moment. Houston 54. Piss off. Anderson 48. Good work, son. He's doing a world of good for our cash gen. Grundy gets the free kick. Plays on immediately with a handball to Wicks. Wicks puts the ball inside forward 50. Quaynor flies. He can't mark. Ball hits the deck. Clever tap there by Heaney. Opens up the door for the Swans, but row bottom is claimed in a very, very good Collingwood sandwich between Steel side bottom and Dan Touston. Forgot about the other game. I did, bro. I actually did. Grundy taps the ball forward. Steele gets his one forward. Is that Sarong with the left foot? Jai Sarong with the kick on the left, and he gets the second goal of the term for the Swans. An unlikely source. Good cleanliness and snap under lots of pressure in the wet. Very, very impressive by Jai Sarong. Love how we were joking about Lombard. I know. So what's he on? Still first quarter. And Lombard's on 33? Unbelievable. Right. And Anastasopoulos is doing so good. Anastasopoulos, get around him. Meanwhile, back in the middle we go. The Pies try to surge it forward. Is that a free kick to Lizard? It is. The Liz. I love the Liz. The Liz is good. The Swans are coming. Indeed, they're coming. Liz goes out wide. Will the Swans be able to communicate? Miami Bice. Grundy with back-to-back 40-point quarters. Well, Grundy is just a class of his own out there. He plays on now, lowers the eyes. Risky ball, but it's Heaney. Not risky at all. What are we talking about? Heaney's kick, though, is an absolute mongrel. It bounced. That ball clearly bounced. Bro, am I seeing shit? Did that ball not hit? Did that ball, was that not a half volley? I don't know. Grundy in the ruck. The Swans are coming. Lizard, he wants to go for a run, releases the hands. Oh, that's, bro, he clearly ducked into that. Good. He didn't pay the free kick. Grundy didn't have the pill. Lizard, soccer off the ground. Ball hits the deck. Can the Pies capitalize? Can they go out wide? They do. Well done. Well done, Sarong with the diving spoil. You can tell. You can tell. The Swans are lifting the pressure. The Swans are coming. Owning Tuke Miller is like owning Clark or Dale, except he always, Well, Tuke Miller is a pretty, I don't know, I feel like Tuke Miller would be quite a relaxing own. The Goey takes the ball further afield. Well done, Edwards, with the beautiful spoil, mate. Keep getting those 1%ers, please. Don't care about time Lombard earned owners some cash. Agreed. That bounced, but evened up the score for Kerno's so-called mark. Fair. True. Delivering what we saw. Oh, Grundy again. Grundy, you monster. Oh, surge forward by the Pies, but there is nobody at home. Will you call insufficient intent for this? There was no one there. No, half time. The Swans have been slowly but surely working their way back into this game. They looked nowhere near it, but by the end of that quarter, it felt like they were starting to own field position, started to feel like they were owning the territory a bit, and they were putting the Pies under the pump. So, a very, very intriguing first half of football. I think the Swans are coming, but weren't able to capitalize on their. I mean, they kicked 2 goals to Collingwood's 1 goal 7. Interesting. I didn't even. A few of those were rush behinds, though. To be fair. Meanwhile, Suns and Port, Anastasopoulos 28, Zach Butters 25. Lombard, 34. We take that. Anderson, 18. You bud, I hate you, Anderson. Petrarca, 17. Rowell, 12. Watkins, 5. Horn Francis, 15. That's not great. But this is where it's at. Brodie Grundy, 89 at halftime. Nick Blakey, 64. Nick Dacos, 70. Houston, 62. Anderson, 47. Heaney, 44. Big J, if you're watching, I'm so sorry, mate. And Edwards, 28. Not a relaxing own when Holmes was right there for 30k more. Look, it's 30k you can put towards your upgrades. BC Grundy equal my captain from last week. Wow. What? Who was your captain? Your captain scored 89. Just taking Toby Murray out and replaced him with White to take Grundy's points. Fair enough. I do like watching when my team has Blakey, Grundy, Decos, Anderson playing. Oh, 100% initiator. 100%. I had no loop. Good tracker 90. Okay. Petrarca. Yeah. It's a bit unfortunate with Petrarca there, but all right. We've got Heaney is having a shocking half and still on 44. Correct. Good call. There's definitely upside still to come for Heendog. You are correct. All right. Well, seeing as we're at half time, and I think this might be the first time ever that we've got over 100 people watching us, combined, obviously, between Twitter and YouTube. This is the first time that I can see from a live watch along that we've got over 100 viewers. So, guys, if you're watching from Twitter, if you're watching on YouTube, regardless, I think now that we're at halftime, good time to do a Gridley. If you are unfamiliar with what Gridley is a game where you've got 9 squares here, an x-axis and a y-axis, with 2 different factors. So this top spot here, this top grid, requires a player that fits the bill with both of these things together. All right. So it means that they had to have played at least one game for Collingwood, and they have polled 15 plus Brownlow votes in a season. All right. There are 37 possible answers for this one. And the idea is that the answers that we give for these players in this grid have to be as obscure and rare as possible. We don't want common answers, right? We want answers that are very rare, because you can think of it a bit like golf. The lower the score, the more unique our answers are. It means that we have better ball knowledge, because we can pick out obscure players, if that makes sense. So, a Collingwood player had to play at least one game for Collingwood and have 15 Brownlow votes in a season. Dermot? I mean, the thing is, Dermot Brereton is a very famous player, right? So you would imagine that a lot of people would be guessing Dermot Brereton. So we want someone who is unique, someone who is obscure, if that makes sense. So for example, now Peter Moore is also a very common, is also a very famous name, boss. So I'm thinking someone like, for example, Levi Greenwood, right? He's not a star by any stretch. But he played for North and he played some games for Collingwood, right? What was his best year? Levi Greenwood, best year for Brownlow votes, for example. Best was 2014 equals second. But what does that mean? Levi Greenwood, 9 votes. Okay, probably not. Graham Wright. Graham Wright. Did he play for Collingwood? He did. Oh, all right. So what has Graham Wright polled 15? Let's go to, has Graham Wright polled 15 or more Brownlow votes in a season? Yes. Excellent. I reckon that Graham Wright. All right. There we go. First answer on the board. So Graham Wright, if you guys can see, Graham Wright has been picked by 2% of all of the people who have played Gridley for today. So that is obviously a very rare answer. Mark Curson, I always know I can rely on you. So 2% of all people picked Graham Wright for this position. And it's purple. Ideally, we would like a grid full of these purple ones, because these are among the most rare. So now, a Sydney Swans player, a player who's played for the Sydney Swans, who has polled 15 plus Brownlow votes in a season. So only 44 possible answer. Okay, 44 of them. Hanbury, maybe. Yes, he has. But maybe Dan Hanbury is a bit too obvious. Goods and Buddy are very, very famous names, Shawnsky. But we can obviously pick them, right? But they are such famous players that you know that most people who don't have deep ball knowledge will just gravitate to those more obvious people. You know what I mean? So we really want rare, obscure ones. So yeah, you're right. You're 100% correct that these guys do fit the bill, but we want them to really be rare, really rare answers. Andrew Dunkley? Andrew Dunkley. How many as Andrew Dunkley? Hmm. Uh, there was an easy way to see what people polled. Brownlow medal career totals? I want. What do I see if Andrew stats best? Hmm. No. What do I? Is Andrew Dunkley poll 50 more? Maybe for Sydney. No. All right. How did he do it for any other team? No. There you go. So Andrew Dunkley has never done it. All right. So Boz, that's wrong. Stick of these dud commentators. They are shit kicks, not interesting kicks. Peter Bedford. Yeah, I reckon Peter Bedford would have. I reckon Peter Bedford would have. South Melbourne. Yep. Just making sure this does count South Melbourne, right? Includes players who have played one game for South Melbourne. Yep, good. Yes. Peter Bedford did. All right, we'll go with Peter Bedford. Let's see. 0.9% for Peter Bedford. Less than 1% of people. Great call. Great call. For the Hawks, Paul Hudson. For the Hawks, says Mark Lavelle. Paul Hudson. I would love to commentate, but I have such an annoying voice. Akka, to be honest, I think I have an annoying voice as well, to be fair. But I think I sort of try to make up for it with light-hearted humor. But I don't think that I have the voice for commentary either, to be honest. Excellent. Paul Hudson. Let's try Paul Hudson. 0.5%. Well done, Mark. This has been excellent thus far. Excellent. All right. Row 2. We need a Tom Mitchell teammate who has played for Collingwood. %. She who must not be named. Correct. No one make the mistake of actually naming her, all right? She makes a cheese grater sound like an indeed. Indeed. All right, so we need... Can the Swans do it? Of course they can, Chino. They were doing very well. They were doing very well to come back in that game. All right, a Tom Mitchell teammate who played only one season, for example, with him. So Tom Mitchell, when did Tom Mitchell join the Pies? Tom Mitchell joined the Pies in 2023. So who was delisted from the Pies? Players delisted by Collingwood Magpies at the end of 2023. So I think Trent Bianco played a game, right? Tim Membry is a current player. I don't know. Tim Membry came after, didn't he? Did Tim Membry come after Mitchell retired? Mitchell finished up in 25. True. Could go Tim Membry. Tim Membry, I think maybe is a bit early. Ginnivan is a shout. Shawnsky. Did anyone go from the Swans in mid-2010s to Collingwood? True. Because, no, Mitchell played for the Hawks, not the Swans. I reckon Trent Bianco played a game. Trent Bianco, he did. I reckon Trent Bianco might be a shout. Oh, he played for the Swans as well. Jeez, I did not even realize. Tom Mitchell played for the Swans. Jesus. Okay. But would people be guessing Trent Bianco? Reece Shaw. Where the hell did Reece Shaw come from? Harvey Harrison. Yeah, Harvey Harrison's a shout too. I don't Collingwood move to Sydney and play with. Look, I don't know. I feel like on Trent Bianco. How many people would actually guess Trent Bianco? 2%. That's not bad. All right, a Swans teammate of Tom Mitchell. Reece Shaw. 0.7. Good call. All right, a Hawk teammate of Tom Mitchell's. 88. 88 possible answers. Something like how many people would guess James Blank? Connor Downey? Yeah? .5. I love it. I almost want to know how much people would have said James Blank, but well done. 0.5. This has been stellar so far, guys. All right. Most disposals have had the most disposals for their team in at least one season. Blank was 0.2. Damn it. I should have stuck to my gut. That's all right. 0.5 is still not bad. All right. So we need... I mean, obviously, Scott Pendlebury would be way too obvious. Who was the number one disposal getter? Yeah, Pendles is way too obvious. Who was the number one? Like Tom Mitchell, Zach Merritt. Bro, has Zach Merritt played for Collingwood, Mark? Come on. George Hewitt for the Swans. Did George get the most disposals? Has George Hewitt gathered the most disposals in a season? He did for... Oh, excellent. Thank you. All right, we'll do that. George Hewitt. 1%. Good call, Cap and Flash. So as you can see with George, he played for the Swans, but he got the most disposals at Carlton. So it doesn't have to be at the same time that he got, for example, the most disposals for Sydney. No. He just had to have played for Sydney and be also, at some point, the most disposals. All right. You are actually really good at this, Flash. Oh, I agree. So we need a Hawk. Has James Warple? Nope. Wait, most disposals for his team. Sam Mitchell's probably too obvious. Oh, game started? Oops. All right. Let me just try and see James Warple. How many people would say the Warpedo? 3%, damn it. All right, back to the game. Oh, shit. Back to the game. Got too absorbed in this. This is too much fun. Having way too much fun. Apologies, guys. Oh, Lizard with the goal. Oh, Lizard, you sexy beast. Back in the middle we go. Collingwood with the clearance. Serve the ball forward. Jesus, this is a fumble galore. But it is very slippery. Crispy puts the ball inside forward. 50. Long. Oh, he spilled a certain mark. And then this kick was a grubby one. And it trickles out of bounds. And it's going to be a forward 50 stoppage. Back to 14 points. The Swans are coming. The Swans are on the march. Lizard Blicky. I love this guy. I wish I got him in my team. Why don't I listen to myself? Grundy gets the ball out of the ruck and just handballs it out of bounds. Ned Long in the ruck is getting absolutely torched, poor guy. Here we go again. Now what? Free kick, Nick Dacos. Oh my God. What for? Look at him laughing his ass off. What for? Are you just not going to show us a replay? Or give us an explanation as to why you're giving Nick a shot on goal here? Oh, no, the Swans are coming back. We can't have that. Kick from the boundary. And there you go. Minus score. What was it for? Push. Don't tell me that was what the free was for. Oh, my God. Edwards runs away with it. Kicks the ball down the wing. Frampton flies, can't mark. Ball hits the deck. High pressure coming on. Josh Dacos was playing for a high free kick. And the umpire just said, "Oh, here you go, good boy, Josh Dacos, good boy, from good family. Oh, what is your last name? Dacos? Oh, here, have the free kick. You want the chocolate as well? Piss off, umpires. What is this? This is ridiculous. This is pathetic, piss poor. Shot Nick again, free kick. Oh, the Dacos boys. The Dacos boys, they're very good. Very good boys, Nick and Josh. Yes, very nice. I give them shortbread all the time. What a joke. Elliott pops it inside forward 50. Not paid a mark. Ball goes out. Nick, the intercept mark. Looking for a kick inside forward 50. Pointing to the pocket, and that's exactly where he kicks. Oh, Buller! Buller! Sensational work there by Buller. Puts the one hand down on Edwards and guards the space perfectly. Holy crap, Buller! He just shoved him over with one hand. What is Hulk Hogan behavior? And then takes it uncontested in the end. I don't know what you're talking about. I love your commentary. You'd make a great... Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you, Flash. In comes Buller. From the pocket, drop punt. Yikes. Lucky to sneak it through for a behind. Lizard takes the ball, goes for a run, a bounce, feeds it forward to McCartan. This is now Miami Bice. He takes a bounce. Oh, they're playing with some swag all of a sudden. Lizard, he gets the ball back on the wing. The Lizard has it on a string. Looking, eyes darting, goes for a switch. This is now Melican. He feeds it to Edwards. Edwards. Wicks cuts inside. He has a bounce. This time they get some depth on the entry. Amati flies. He can't hold on to it. Bruzzy Maynard hits the ball hard. Papley, he's held on for it too long. Good tackle there by Crispy. Oh, desperation. Great tackle by Crisp. Might have to try and... I've been saying it. Blakey's a gun. Edwards flies for the spoil. Can't affect it. That's a throw, umpire. That's a throw, you freaking yellow muppet. This is now McCartan. They persist by hand. Sarong stands in the tackle. Wicks feeds it forward as well. Crisp, can he be clean? He can. Oh, well done, Steam, for a big boy. Did very well indeed. The Pies are under all sorts of pressure. This is a good handball there by Crisp. The Pies have found space and they connect well. Rowan Steele, the kick has to be perfect, and it isn't. That's got to be a free kick to Lizard, but it's not. It's not, and someone decides. Will Hayes decides the smart idea to dribble the ball in wet, slippery conditions. Rather than taking the space in front of him and trying to have a shot closer to goal. Jesus, Lizard. Lizard. You're supposed to be cold-blooded, mate. You're 97. 9 minutes into the third quarter. This guy's on track for 200. Grundy soccers the ball off the ground. Oh, well done, Howe. Gets the ball out of there. Lizard doesn't have the ball. Tackled without it. Not paid a free kick. And that's a shocking kick. Lasso going the way of the poise. Nando's on 50? Get out of town. There is a God. We're still on. Petrarca 46. Get around us. All right. Things are happening for us. Things are happening. How's Edwards doing? I have him on field. Edwards 40. Good boy. Wait, who's injured? Wait, someone's down and hurt. Oh, it's Steen. Has he been corkied? Steen is struggling. He looks in pain. He's holding on to the doctor. Oh, he can't put weight on that foot. That's not good at all. But for you Grundy owners, you might as well go hit Crown Casino after this. Yeah, Steen on spaghetti legs. Papley down the throat of Amati, chopping off the arms, free kick. $800 on red. Yes, Hexerism. $800 on Brodie Grundy to get 3 votes this game. Oh yeah, looks like a knee to me. He couldn't put any weight on it. Steen looks cooked. Oh no. In comes Amati. The Amati party. His first shot was on the full on the right. This time the kick was so shit onto the left. I want to get on the punt so bad right now, but I can't. Stick to your guns, Zaka. Stick to your guns, mate. You win some, you lose more. Imagine what you could be buying instead. Quaynor steps right through Papley and then bombs it out of there. Melican decides it's a wet, slippery ball. I'm not going to mark it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill it. Well done. Good decision. So now we're going to get Ned Long Ruck DPP. Anyone interested in some Ned Long Ruck DPP? Oh, thrown into play. Grundy. Jesus Christ. Grundy's taps out of the rucks might as well be kicks. This guy basically just travels the length of the SCG by tapping the ball forward. In we go again. Too big, too strong. Takes it out of the ruck. Handball straight to the goalie. Good tackle there by Heaney. Oh, bad time to slip. This is now Nick. Nick with a little fairy hospital handball. Of course, the ball goes straight back to him. Of course it does. And he keeps the ball in play with a nice little left-handed handball. He keeps running. Oh, the ball comes right off his chest. Well done there by Brodie Grundy, continuing to apply the pressure. Schultz back inside. Oh, the Swans. The Swans are up. The Swans are hot. The Swans are pressuring. Oh, that was a shit handball. And that was good tackle there by McCartan on Brazzy Maynard. And he tells him, how you like me now, bish? How you like me now? Good work there by McCartan. Good pressure. Oh, the Swans are in it. Grundy with a pressure act, 100%, bro. Grundy wants all of that smoke. Melican goes high and long. Amati and McDonald both fight for the same pill. Sheldrick gets in the way of Heaney. Papley picks it up. On goal from 50. What? Where in the world did that come from? That is outrageous behavior. Papley Oh, and he lets Bruzzy Maynard know about it. How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? Oh, what a goal. What a goal from the Pap Smear. The margin is back to 10 points, ladies and gentlemen. 10 points. I know, Hexerism. That was sensational. It's like he didn't even look at the goals. He just put the head down and just kicked it, and lo and behold. Joe, guess who scored more? Lombard or Butters? Lombard is on 50? Almost half time? This is unbelievable. Anderson 61. I'm so happy right now. I just wish I had Grundy. Anderson tries to fight through the Bice tackle, gets the ball out. The Pies, they have to respond. The ball hits the deck. But, that was a knee. That was McStay's knee, umpire, I reckon. I reckon that was McStay's knee. Can we do a score review, please? I reckon that came off the knee of McStay. Big time goal for the Pies. They needed that. Well done, Angry Anderson, for standing up in the tackle and surging the ball forwards. Anderson has vanished? Oh, don't say that. He's on 65. Every time I turn back to this screen, I just see green. Lombard 57. My boy Lombard's on 57. Holy shit. Ball back in the middle we go. Heaney tackled by Buller and a very strong tackle. Ball spills. Can Collingwood respond? They got that really crucial goal, and now they surge forward again. Good work, McCartan. Oh, gee whiz. We are going to have one heck of a finish on our hands in this last quarter. McCartan. Oh, McStay. There's the ball. McCreary. DeGoey. That's not a great handball. Rowbottom. Gets a kick away. Trying to look for Amati. He misses him. This is Billy Frampton now. Feeds the ball back to Howe. Howe lowers the eyes. Beautiful ball to Anderson. He's paid a free or a mark. Take your pick. Anderson's been great. The conditions suit him, the big, strong brute of a boy. He just kicks a high and long ball, telling McStay to run and jump. He does, but he can't mark. You know why? Because the ball is slippery. Oh, Edwards stripped off the pill. Hayes, he runs in and he kicks a big-time goal. Will Hayes. All it takes is one goal, and all of a sudden, you can go back-to-back. Oh, huge goal for the Pies. All of the hard work, bit by bit, slowly, the Swans trying to claw them back in. This is a big-time moment for these Pies to stand up. It looks good, Will Hayes. It looks good. I like him. Yeah, Heaney is poor Big J. He trades in Heaney and McCluggage. Jesus Christ. Heaney takes it out of the middle. Kicks on the left. Ball hits the deck. Oh, what a pickup. Holy shit, who was that? And now Quaino with the half volley. All of a sudden, the Pirates look like they're playing at Marvel Stadium with pristine conditions. DeGoey on the wing with a centering corridor ball. Well done, Mills. Leaves his man. Tries to effect the spoil. He does. The Swans just miscommunicate. Edwards, he's very high up the ground. He's trying to put some pressure on Long. Lloyd This is just a stream of bodies all over each other. And we have a stop in play. Might have to give Big Jaw... Yeah. Oh, free kick to Chat for some reason. He's got Grundy inside the forward 50. Oh, my goodness. The throw in. Bro, the ball went out of bounds. Umpire, you were right there. That was out of bounds. Yeah, poor Big J. Big J is doing a Joe with the picks this week. Yeah, man. Oh. It's a horrid week for Big J. He could have gone Bailey Smith and Max Holmes. Instead, he went Heaney and McCluggage. Heaney releases Mills. Kicks the ball inside forward 50, looking for Logan McDonald. He keeps his feet. He has a ping. And that's a massive goal round the corner. Massive goal round the corner for Logan McDonald. Oh, boy. The Swans needed that to keep within touching distance before three-quarter time. Big time goal. Kept his feet, kept his composure, and kicked the goal. It is a bit of a cruel world, Akka. Rather than going Baz and Holmes, right? Baz and Holmes, what did they score? $154 and 108. That's 262 points. 262 points between those two players. So 131 on average between the two of them. Instead, he got McCluggage 57 and is currently Heaney 54. Look, Heaney can still turn out a good score. McInerney with a big time mark in front of Houston, if you don't mind. Nick Dacos 104. Grundy 115, Blakey 103. Where's Edwards? Edwards. Bro, he's gone backwards now. 44. It's all right. Half time. Noah Anderson 73. Good boy. McInerney, big boy goal. And he is celebrating like crazy, as he should. Rightfully so. That was a big-time goal. Just when you thought the Pies had responded with two quick goals, the Swans come back and slap back. They say, Pack, no, you're not going away anywhere. We're sticking around for the long haul. Oh, what a game. Don't judge. I'm not judging him, bro. Are you kidding me? I'm not judging him. Ain't going to go down them okay before the Richmond game in a few weeks. True. Who did he end up trading out? I think he did trade out Bruin, yes. Well done, Heaney, bro. Heaney has been insane. He had Blakey and Holmes at the end of his video. Yeah. I had Blakey and Roberts. Grundy tries to take the ball out of the ruck. He can't. Is it 50 or what? Heaney free kick or who? Bro, Isaac Heaney is turning it on. Big J, do not cry. Do not worry. Oh, in comes Lizard. Beautiful work. Oh, the Lizard. To Heaney. Heaney. That was so close. So close. Bro, Heaney had to kick that, mate. That would have brought the proverbial house down. The players who traded out might score more than those who traded in. Yes. Nah, Heaney's on fire, bro. Mills pumps the ball to a dangerous spot where all the bodies are. Howe puts the ball on the deck. Another forward 50 stoppage for the Swannies. Come on, J-Mac, be greedy there and go for it. Nah. When you've got Heaney streaming past, right? Is J-Mac really going to freaking be able to look his coach in the eye next week if he didn't give the ball to Heaney there? Grundy. Oh, Sarong gets an important hand onto it to Papley. He goes one way, Hospital handball the other way. He just ran straight out of bounds to Jack Buller, and he was pinged. Insufficient intent. He just put the head down and ran straight out of bounds, and it was deliberatore. He was deliberatore. Callum Mills. He's smiling way too much. And it is a behind. 8 points. Jeremy Howe. On the kick in. He missed him. Opens the door. Papley. I accidentally pressed the mute button. Because there are no words to explain that stupidity. I pressed the mute button because there's nothing to say. That is beyond stupid. Is my sound still gone? Oh, I just pressed the mute button because it was too bad. Is my sound back or not? We good now? Okay, good. There's literally a mute button because no words can be said. That was horrific, that miss. Absolutely horrific. Ball thrown back into play. Bro, he's clearly blocked him. Rose, is that Roses or who? Who's 25? Cootie the cutie. What? Oh, so he ducked. That's his prior. Why do they never pay it against other people? That when you duck, that was your prior. They are so inconsistent with applying that. Of course, Collingwood's under pressure, so we have to pay it to keep them alive. Any pressure whatsoever, Houston's a common machine. Agreed. He is a fair weather merchant. He takes advantage of the low pressure people. Grundy with the tap to go. He sockers it out of there. Oh, could tap. Very clever tap. Dacos taps it to himself. Then back again. This time he fumbles. Heaney. He pounces on him. James Jordan sockers the ball forward. Curnow with the fumble. Curnow. He is built like Tarzan and played like Jane there. That was pathetic piss poor by Charlie Curnow. Bro, he's got muscles on muscles, but no muscle in here, unfortunately. The heart muscle. Grundy is just got the Mickey Mouse. Grundy's got the absolute piss weak Mickey Mouse. He's just playing volleyball out there more than football. DeGoey under all sorts of pressure. They managed to clear it only momentarily. Schultz borne down there by Mills. Mills continues to follow up with some more pressure. Buller tackle without the pill. Edwards, he pounces on it. Kicks it round the corner. Ball hits the deck. It's now inside forward 50. Sheldrick, he gathers. He goes for the kick rather than the handball, you selfish prick. Chad Warner off the ground. With a diving kick. A hack kick. And it slides through for a goal. That was beautiful. And Mr. Didgeridoo Man is having himself a party. The Swans are surging. This is wet weather football at its finest. I can't believe Sheldrick went for the kick and not the handball, but it ends up working well. Oh, Chad Warner is better than Bolton. Of course he is, Flash. That was never in doubt. Kerno has not been worth the haul. No, he hasn't thus far. Couldn't happen to a better person, little shithead Papley. True. This is a beautiful sliding goal. Sensational. And then he's probably injured his hand hitting the ground like that. What a dumbass. Magpies. It's a 1-point ball game. Grundy tries to take it out of the ruck. Unsuccessful. Crispy feeds it to Elliott. This is Nick. Quick kick. Hack ball. Well done. Number 7. Is that Cunningham? Well, I don't know. Who's number 7 for the Swans? Number 7 is it is Cunningham. All right, excellent. It's a 50-minute penalty against Schultz. McCartan, bro, he's still running in front of him. Is that not 50-minute penalty again? Release the handball to guess who? Callum Mills. Callum Mills with a beautiful ball to Sarong. They've got all the run, all the momentum. Goes short to Hindog. He finds Mr. Dreamy, Isaac Heaney. That was not 15, but we'll take it. Oh, Big J, where are you? Big J. If Heaney kicks this to put them in front. All right, he's on 66 at the moment. Struts in from 52 meters out, and he goes back. The Swans are in front, ladies and gentlemen. The Swans are in front. Golasso, golasso, golasso. For Hindog. He was 66. He's now 84. And surging. Oh. What a game. What a game. He just got 18 points. I know. Flash, that's the reason why I was sitting there. I had to see it. I had to see it. Bang. Grundy 130 before 3/4 time. Free kick to Grundy again. Free kick, Grundy. He plays on. He feeds a handball. Rowbottom kicks the ball top of the goal square. They fly. Maynard. He escapes the tackle because Charlie Curnow is soft as piss. Lizard. He takes the intercept mark. He fends off. How the hell did he get that kick away? That was a rush of blood straight to the head. Had to be a Pie fan up and down like a roller coaster. I know, hard to be, yeah. Well, it's definitely harder to be an Essendon supporter, let's be real. Easy mark. McInerney. Gives it to Blakey. No, he doesn't. He decides to kick it himself with 45 seconds. Very low darting ball. That type of kicking just has not worked because it's wet, you muppet. In comes the goalie. Kicks it down the line. Good work, Edwards. Well done, Edwards. Safe hands. Safe as houses. And he just bombs the ball back from whence it came. Sheldrick with multiple fumbles there. Then he picks the ball up cleanly all of a sudden. Is that a free kick for high contact? It is. Jay McInerney draws the high free kick against Quaynor, and he will be having this shot after the siren at 3/4 time. Oh, what a comeback. What a performance. Gutsy performance. But we can't deny that the Pies have had it against them. Brodie Grundy has just been having his way in the ruck. They've got no ruckman. There goes the siren. Can Justin McInerney convert. And really, really hurt. The tough kick. And we can say that it was, he was not up to it. Minus score. It is a 1-goal ball game. 3/4 time. What a comeback. What a surge. They kicked 6 goals, 6 in that turn. 6 goals, 6. To end up 1 goal ahead of the Pies. 3/4 time. Grundy on 138. Blakey 106. Heaney 83. McInerney 86. Edwards 55. Well done, Will. After what was a shocking start to the game. He's had back-to-back 20-point quarters. Well, in the wet. Well done, Will. Nick Dacos has gone backwards. He was on 104. He's now at 98. That big 49-point quarter has not been followed up. You know why? Because Nick Dacos is a forward, not a midfielder. Send him back to the forward line. Houston, 65. He basically had nothing that quarter. 3-point quarter to Houston. Completely disappeared. Anderson, 7-point quarter. He also has disappeared. The Pies have just disappeared. All right. Meanwhile, it's still halftime. All right. We've got one more grid. Collingwood, most disposal in a team. Has Taylor Adams done it before? .7. All right, guys. We need a better option than Warple. Who is a better option than Warple for this one? Hawk, most disposals for the team. Angelo Licketh? Who the hell is that? All right, well. Surely he's 0.4. Guys. This is an amazing score. Holy crapola. Guys, it is the 33rd best score in the world. That is the 33rd best score in the world. Well done. Great work, fellas. Well done, Flash. Well done, team. That is sensational. I'm so glad we got that done in time just before the last quarter commences for this game. Frame that one. Yeah, for sure. I will. But there's one that I have framed. One that I've kept for ease of access. This was on 16 April. On 16 April, in a live watch along, we got a top 10 score. 16 April. What was that? 16th of April. That was round 9, round 8, round 7, round 6. A Thursday night game of round 6. We had a top 10 score. Heaney wins the free kick, gets the kick inside forward 50. Kerno manhandled, doesn't get the free. The ball spills and then goes back in. We're having the ball up right in front of the Sydney Swans goal. Heaney on fire. Grundy wins the tap, looking for Heaney. Bruzzy Maynard gets in the way. Ball hits the deck. Edwards continues to battle manfully against Long, but he slips. Schultz brought down a ground in a very good tackle and goes out of bounds. It's so clear Trackers. Of course, he's not used to playing in Darwin. Just because he moves to Gold Coast doesn't mean he just ingests Gold Coast DNA. I always knew he was going to struggle. Always knew he was going to struggle up in the Gold Coast. Darwin. I think the advice is if Big J trades someone in, get them in 2 weeks later. Good call. Grundy. Oh, wow. Fortuitous kick there. Oh, well done, McCartan. It's crazy how much of a change it is, yeah. Guess who? Liz. Oh, dangerous ball fly Lizard. But well done, Heaney. He halved the contest, brought the ball to ground, and then it allows Miami Bice to draw the high free kick. Well done there by the Heen Dog. That's a nice ball. Back to Lizard. He's got space to run and kick, and he drives the ball forward looking for a Marty. He couldn't mark, but the ball hits the deck, and sometimes that's good enough. What's Heaney on now? Heaney's on 91. Heaney on 91. Grundy 147. Jesus, he's going for 200 if he can kick a goal. If Grundy can kick a goal, then 200 is on. Heaney gives away a free kick to Zagoe. Quaynor. Down the line. Well done, McCartan gets the fist onto it. Still a 1-goal ball game. All the momentum is with the Swans, but all it takes is 1 goal the other way against the run of play. And the Pies, the close game specialists, could do it. Grundy on hands and knees has got 34 hitouts. The next best, Oscar Steen, 5. Heaney runs away with the ball. Beautiful handball over the top to Bice. Bice sends it inside forward 50. Maynard drops the wet ball. Gets the kick away. the ball is. Of course, Curnow gives away the free kick. He's weak as piss. Oh, Curnow, you suck. Curnow, you're such a waste of talent. Why are you hitting him in the face for? I want to launch a missing person case Anderson Pro, though. I hear you. Grundy flies, almost marks, but doesn't. Ball hits the deck. Elliott fumbles. Well done there by Mills. McInerney tries to tap it on forward, but he can't. Edwards, he dived on it. That's probably going to be called holding the ball. Lucky. He does drop a lot of marks, but then again, it is quite wet. Grundy tries to take it out of the ruck. McStay was all onto it. He knew what was going to happen. Crispy, he fakes one, swings on the left, kicks it high and long. Melican does well to take the box seat. Well mopped up there by Edwards. McCartan slips and falls. Seemed to be deliberate. He kicked it whilst being tackled. I don't think he had any control whatsoever. Rowan Steele pops it up towards the goal square. Edwards on hands and knees. Well done. Good tackling pressure by McCartan to save an almost certain goal. Grundy receives the mark from the kick-in. Plays on immediately. He tries to push it further afield. Oh, this works. Kick off the ground. Charlie Curnow, can you bring back the sub rule? Just to sub Charlie Curnow out? Amati can't win a one-on-one to save his life. Chad emerges with the football. Oh, bends it just a bit too much. But it's the necessary point. It brings it back to an exact 1-goal margin. Maynard plays on from the kick-in. Sends it long. Ball hits the deck to Goey. He tries to surge it forward, but Blakey is well set up. Handballs it to himself. And then further afield to Bice with a tap to Grundy, who falls over. I think he had a fatigue more than anything. Oh, Edwards, he's sexy. This is now Lizard, Tahini. They're queuing up with these forward handballs in the middle of the ground. It's not a very good one. Is that high by Maynard? He has him in a headlock right there, from what I can tell. Deemed not high. That, in a nutshell, is why I love Heaney as a player. People, 100%. Well, why wouldn't they use him in transition? But that's part of the reason why I like Lizard. Well done, Melican. Well done, Melican. And the ball goes out of bounds. That was a really important win there. Yeah, Grundy is a freak. Grundy 152. Wins another tap forward. Only as far as Steele. He bombs the ball forward. The numbers here are with the Swans if they can work together. Clever tap backwards to Mills. McInerney. There's Anderson. He's doing something. He's just manning the mark. This is Wicks to Lizard. He just demands the ball, doesn't he? And then he rakes that left foot to Amani, who can't hold on. Chad, he bursts out like Tarzan, according to BT. And it goes through for a minor score. Handy point. Handy point makes it 7 points. Now a 2-kick game. How to Quaynor? How bold? How much bravery do the Pies have? Grundy. Lizard. Trying to look for Grundy. He finds him. Soccer off the ground. It works. That's high. This is party time for all of the super coach picks on the Swans. Guess who? It's Lizard. He's got no right foot, and they all know it. And he's ping for holding the ball. The Lizard was roadkill in that situation. Oh, that... You almost feel sorry for him. The way he was just defeated that way. Elliott, over the top. He found a target. How is this kick to Nick? He doesn't even go for it. Well done, Milliken. This is to Jordan. Jordan. To McCartan. To Robum. Up to the wing. Finds Malcolm Roses. Malcolm Roses wheels around to the left. Gets a bit under it. Well done there by Jeremy Howe. Bro, he ran off his mark. Oh, that was a beautiful kick by Howe. Oh, just missed the target, but it could work because fortune favours the brave. Angry Anderson with a handball over the top. Will the ball sit for Hayes? It does. To Stakos. Stakos with a snap high. Not threatening anything. Good mark there by Wicks. Another name of this game, the Battle of the Bums. Row bum versus side bum. Agreed. This is now Miami Bites. Mice. Kicks it up the line. Good placement, but too much height. Lloyd had no chance. Interesting strategy for the Swans coaching box to not have the lights on. Trying to save energy or the lights broken? Grundy gets the tap to Robum. He's claimed. You know what that means? Another stoppage. You know what that means? More hit-outs to Grundy. Heaney's kick was turned over in a bad spot, but it looks like the Pies have lost their dare. Looks like the Pies have almost lost all faith in their forward structure. Good tackle there by Rowbottom. What a sensational tackle. He grabbed DeGoey's hand at the crucial moment. And he kicks the ball up the line. One-on-one, Kerno overrated AF. Side bottom, manages to avoid Lloyd. Lloyd might end up... Oh, wow! Side bum just deleted Lloyd there. Just deleted him. Wow. Grundy versus Buller. Anderson flicks it to Schultz. Flicks it to DeGoey. Back to Schultz. Tries to step inside on Milliken. He manages to avoid the tackle and draw a leg. Lucky boy. This is now Josh Dacos running past. Puts it to an interesting spot. Nick flies. Not really wholeheartedly. Grundy again. Releases the handball. Good tackle. But Sheldrick up to it to release his handball. Bruzzy Maynard scrubs a kick forward. This could work. Rowan Steele. Can he shepherd the ball through? It goes in. The Pies are still alive. It's a big-time goal against the run of play. The close game specialists. They're still alive. What a tackle there by Schultz. And that is a classy finish by Rowan Steele. It was a bit of a mongrel, but hey, all that matters is that it was straight. 7 points of having a personal best captain score. Wow. Well, yeah, I mean, Grundy's just gone to the moon. If Grundy can kick a goal, I'm telling you, if Grundy can kick a goal, 200 is on. Oh, Lizard. Oh, good pressure there by Schultz. Miami Bice. He kicks it inside forward 50. Charlie only puts the one hand up. He gathers again. He fends off, but he drops it. Holding the ball is the call. And his wrist is hurt. The big boy. The big baby. He's a big baby who hasn't done anything this game, the big baby from Carlton. Oh, that was a bad call. That was a bad mistake. The ball should have gone out of bounds. Miami Bice kept it in. And now Collingwood have a chance to surge, but the ball goes out of bounds. They still have belief, the Pies. The big baby. My wrist hurts. He hurt my hand. Yeah, Grundy's having a bit of a rest. That's fine, Flash. He needs to have a bit of a break. 15 minutes to go. He'll have his rest now and then play the rest of the game. Ball hits the deck. Oh, inerrant handball by the Liz. Collingwood, can they do something with it? Milliken, good pickup. Releases a handball to McInerney. McInerney fans the ball wide. Beautiful ball. They've got space if they can run. How's this kick? It's shit. It's terrible. Oh, well done, Howe, to keep the ball in play. Quaynor also hacks the ball forward. This is working very well. This is wet weather football to a T. Collingwood, they're trying to wrestle some momentum back their way. Sheldrick succumbs to the pressure and turns the ball over. This is now Jeremy Howe. Directs the traffic. Kicks the ball towards half forward. Ball hits the deck. Milliken releases the handball to Cunningham. He goes to ground and Nick Dacos claims him in a tackle. Ball is thrown up. McDonald gets the tap away. Nick, he taps the ball out of bounds. Deemed a fumble. 8 minutes, 49 seconds on the clock. It's a one-ball game. Simon Goodwin on the bench. Forgot Simon Goodwin went to the Pies. I went to the Swans. Ned Long, Houston, back to Long. Bums the ball forward. Scores are level. Scores are level. Hectorism's happy about J-Mac. J-Mac is doing excellent stuff for you. 112. Wow. Very impressive. This is the Liz. Lizard sinks the foot into looking for Amani. He can't mark to save his life. Off the ground. Houston tracks it. Kerno confronts him, but of course he does jack all. Side bottom. Wheels around on the left. Tracks the ball forward. Milliken couldn't mark because Schultz did incredibly well. McDonald tries to feed a handball to Edwards, who does well enough to get the ball out of bounds. 18 minutes gone. 8 minutes on the clock. Both Heaney and Grundy on the bench. It's been 21 minutes since the Swans last kicked their goal. Grundy now is back on the field. Grundy, he gets the first hit out. Lizard, he fumbles. He gathers again. Chad soccers it. Ball then dispute in the middle of the ground. McCreary the first to meet it. The Pies surge inside forward 50. Edwards, he dropped what he should have taken. That's dangerous. Then tackles, and he gives away the free kick. Edwards. He did so much right. He did so much right, but in the very end, he turns it all over. He did everything. He should have taken that mark. And in not taking the mark, he had to be desperate to make amends. And he... Oh, Jesus, what a letdown. And now Jack Crisp. This to put the Pies back in front. Any score will do. And it's a minor. The Pies are back in front by that solitary point. Butterfingers Edwards indeed. 1 goal 3 this quarter to 2 behinds. Blakey with 2 bounces. And he kicks it further afield. McDonald, does that get paid as a mark? It should be a mark. Why is that not a mark? Eddie Maguire from Poop, who wants to be a millionaire, has done well to pay the umpires. Lloyd, he's not paid that mark either. Curnow was too busy looking at Frampton to contest the footy. Ball goes out of bounds on the full. This is Lloyd. Lloyd. Bro, what the hell is going on? Lloyd takes advantage of the confusion, pops the ball up towards the Grundy direction. Grundy can't mark. Curnow gets a kick away. Malcolm Roses smothered off the boot, and the ball hits the outer behind post for a throw in. Deep in the Sydney Swans forward line, Charlie Curnow has been an absolute non-factor this game. Grundy in the ruck against... Oh, he fumbled. You knew what he was trying to do. McDonald, kick over the shoulder. He's put the ball through the big sticks. Logan McDonald kicks the ball over the shoulder. Top of the goal square, and he puts the Swans back in front. Uncle Acker not happy about it. Grundy 180. Man, Flash, I've been saying it all along. The 200 is absolutely on here. Blakey 151. Why did I not listen to myself? I hate it when I don't listen to myself. You know what I mean? Oh, Edwards back to 51 after that mistake. Oh, boy. Heaney on the bench still? Coxie, what are you doing? You got to put Heaney on, bro. Anderson releases Nick. Side bottom. He kicks the ball forward, top of the goal square. Wicks does very well, plays on immediately. Time is of the essence, apparently. Grundy! Brody Grundy with the mark. And then the shit kick. Wow, he completely missed Quaynor there. He's forgotten that he doesn't play for Collingwood anymore. Well done there by the Swans. They put their heads and hearts on the line. The ball in dispute. Sheldrick with the clean pickup. He fakes the handball. Instead he kicks. This is Charlie Curnow. Holy shit, he's alive. He has done something. He has done something. He's taken a mark, but he's way too far out from goal. Pops it up into Malcolm Roses' hands. And Malcolm Roses shits his pants. The ball goes through, out of bounds, forward 50 stoppage. I have betrayed my instincts this season, and I suffered. Correct. Aka, correct. I have, next year I'll definitely try to back my instincts a lot more. Why is Heaney still on the bench? Oh, no. Could be good, yeah. Can you get Heaney on now? Holy shit, this is your best player. I know, right? He's some very impressive hair gel to apply to his hair. Just would not get him on the field. Oh, this is a tumbling ball. Danger, danger, danger here for the pot. Oh, gee, McCreary fumbled twice. Open the door. What a pick up there by Sarong. That was sensational. Round the body kick was good. He finds Chad. Chad can run off his man McStay. That's a good kick. Finds Roses. They're tight roping the boundary line. Kick to top of the goal square. The numbers are there for Collingwood. Ball hits the deck. Papley! Papley with the tongue out. Papley with the tongue out. He's tasting blood in the air. And this could be the match-winning goal. Wowzers. Collingwood need 2 goals in 3 minutes and 55 seconds. He has made amends for his previous debacle. What a beautiful rove and a good finish. Get Heaney on already. That's your game winner. Yeah, it took him long enough. But his VC ain't working. Jackson got to pull through. 100% initiator. You said 130 plus. If he doesn't score 130, he is axed. Back to the middle we go. Collingwood need a clearance and a goal right here, right now. But Heaney is on the case. Good tackle there by Crisp. Not paid hold of the ball because he made contact. Oh, well done. Well done. Just in the nick of time. That could have been dangerous. Lombard 72? McInerney takes the ball out. Cute little kick to Roses. This is Sarong. He steps inside on Quaynor. Lowers the ice for Amati. He can't mark. Back to McInerney. He releases a handball. Too cute there by Rowbottom. Way too fancy. And guess what? You're shit when you're fancy. This is now Josh Dacos. He lowers the ice. This is a good hit. They have to go. He has to go quickly. Rowan Steele. You've got 3 minutes, son. Time is of the essence. You've got to go and go now. That he does. Ball hits the deck. Can the Pies swarm? Oh, Heaney, that was sexy. And then he sweeps a handball. Lloyd shits himself. But thankfully he had time and composure. And he hits up the lizard in the middle of the ground. And they know that the clock is their friend. They try to find the open man. Grundy. Oh, my God. Brodie Grundy. He's calling for goal, bro. You can't kick it from there. You can't kick it from there. Brodie Grundy. You know he's not gone for it. And that's exactly what happens. He dobs it up. Amati can't mark. Ball hits the deck. Roses, Rowbottom, fumble. Papley. Minor score. The Swans cannot lose it from here. Jeremy Howe. He has to go quickly and he knows it. Lloyd. Chad. Oh, the fumble. Oh, Lizard's foot gets in the way, but only delays the inevitable. This is the goey. Beautiful ball inside. Angry Anderson puts it into the pocket for Elliott. Elliott takes the mark. He has to get up. He hasn't got the time. He's got to have to play on and snap it around the corner ASAP. Stop complaining about the players and kick the goal. He does. Oh, calm the draw. Calm the draw. It's a 1-goal game. 1 minute 13. Oh, I need to read some comments. Port is being owned by the Suns. Makes sense. At the moment, I can't be greedy. We'll have to go Butters, VC. What is Butters on? 3/4 time, 91. Anderson, 109. Not bad. Lombard, 73. Pretty good. Imagine Joe with Rex Hunt. Oh, Jesus. Grundy is very close to the 200. Grundy's basically there. 195 without a goal. Oh, he had 1 goal. Heedy. McInerney. Goes out wide. Finds Lloyd. Oh, big time clearance. Huge clearance. Huge clearance for the Swans. He's got Grundy in the pocket. Grundy's looking at Crum. Oh, the ball does not go his way. Good tackle, though, by Roses. You know what that means? Another stoppage. You know what that means? More hitouts. Where were you when Grundy scored 200? Nick Dacos goes for the barrel. He knows they've got no time. McInerney takes the intercept mark, puts it into the pocket for Heaney, and he can't mark it. Even Flyers coaching and Nakos can't carry the disaster list management from Ned Guy's time at the... Yeah, fair. Fair. But then again, they haven't been giving these kids enough opportunity to play, Jack. Grundy wins the tap, but it's sharked. He's going to lose a point for that. Houston. Oh, Houston. What a tackle by Robum. Robum sends him rowing his bum away. Houston the Spud. I called him a fake primo weeks ago, and it's fitting that the ball is in the hands of Nick Blakey. Nick Blakey deserved that. 39 disposals for the Lizard. What a game for the Lizard. He was huge. 10 marks. A goal. He had 5 clangers as well, mind you. Grundy. He's just losing points as we see right before our eyes. 195 all of a sudden. But what a game. 195 VC. If you have Grundy, well, that was it. Like the whole discussion was, if you have Grundy, you have to VC him. Because there was no decam, and then they lost steam. So Grundy was the difference at the end of the day. Nick Dacos, 104. I'm a very happy non-owner. Very happy non-owner. Dan Houston, 76. Again, a very happy non-owner. If you have McInerney, you are loving life. Heaney, 103. Jez, at least you play a tonned up, bro. That's not too bad. Edwards, 51. That's not what you'd like to see, but hey, could be worse. What a game. Anderson, 70 at the end. That's not bad. Anderson with 70 is pretty good. Just love to see Grundy win the Brownlow. That would be amazing. Look, the winner of the medal tonight of best on ground will either be Grundy or Blakey. I guess the question will be, what do the voters rate more? Do the voters value the 47 hitouts, 34 disposals, and a goal? Or do they value the 39 disposals and a goal? I don't know. I don't know who they'll go for. I think it should be Grundy. Like, it should be Grundy. But I obviously don't know who the selectors are and what they value. If they're just looking at disposals, and obviously it's the Lizard. I freaking love the Lizard. McInerney, a very good own for fantasy. Yeah. Take the Anderson score, go coming. Nah, I think you take the 70. 70 is a great rookie score. I'm taking the 70 from Anderson over Richko with Sidus on. Yeah. Well done. I'd take the 70. Swans would want to play better than that to win the flag. Of course they would. I don't know. It feels weird to me. It feels like the Swans, with their game style of forward handball, that they'd be better at the MCG than they would at the SCG. Shake down the thunder from the sky, so not to taking down Port. True. Grundy! Well done, Brody. Well done, Brody. Well deserved. 100% extraism. Well done. What a monster game he had. He really was the difference. I actually want to listen to what he has to say. Good speech. Good speech. Well done, Grundy. Played well, spoke well. Grundy back up to 199. Scored 4 scaling points. Wow. Amazing. Now that was a great speech. I love that from Brody there. From Brody, that was very nice. Acknowledge the Swan as well, acknowledge the Pies, but the message wasn't a long one, and it was on point. Raising attention, raising awareness. Oh my God, Mills just ran past O'Loughlin. That's a joke. Yeah, 100% poet. If you had VC Grundy but no loop, you bring in Kalani White or something. McInerney, well done. Oh, what? Seeing as we're here, let's just watch the Gold Coast game. Seeing as we're here, it's 40 points. Noah Anderson, 860 meters gained from the game for the match. That's not bad. Noble, 130. Geez, anyone got on Noble would be very happy. Butters releases a handball. Not bad. Farrell bombs it out of there. That's going to be a lasso, last disposal. Lombard 73 loop with White for the Grundy VC. Oh, Poet. Poet is just smoking. Oh, thanks, Shaunsky. Good to see you, mate. Hope you enjoyed. I definitely had fun. It was very good. Petrarca, tackle, not bad. Poet, you might be more than just a poet, bro. You might be a psychic. Great outcome for you. Rename the stream. True. Good to see you again, videos. Edit. How do can I rename it? Yes. This is Gold Coast Suns versus Port Adelaide Power. Gold Coast Suns versus Port Adelaide. Save the changes. The stream must be scheduled in the future and within 1 year. Weird. I can't schedule the stream. I'm not trying to schedule the stream, though. Oh, well. Can't do much about it. If I'm just watching... Well, I was watching the other game. I had not seen a minute of this game. I've only just turned it to the last quarter now. I'm happy you brought in Zorko only to change the lizard. Oh, bearded ram. I'm so happy for you, man. I don't have Anderson on my emergency. I have Rechko. Travis, at least you didn't do a me. Bro, look what I did. Travis, look what I did. I had Edwards on field. I didn't even loop. I didn't even loop. Even though I could have with Marshall, but then I just... I don't know. Happened to the best of us. We have brand fades. Grundy now 198. Anastasopoulos has done basically nothing since the first quarter. Oh, yeah. 35. Oh, goodness. Humphrey. Bailey Humphrey. Up the back. Oh, well done, Burgoyne. Esava Radagalia. How do I say this? Esava Radagalia does not look like he should be playing today. Yikes. What the hell was that kick? Oh my God, that was disgusting. Yeah, Nakos doesn't even ton up. Even though he tonned up halfway through the third quarter, he doesn't end up on a tongue. Oh, shit. Oh, Big J's not happy. Oh, Big J's not happy. Poor, poor Big J. Poor Big J. It happens to the best of us, man. It happens to the best of us, Jez. Unlucky. Unlucky. You win some, you lose some. There's nothing you can do about it, bro. Does this mean Lombard will go up 50k? Let's have a look. So if Lombard, if the game was to end right here, right now, with him on a 73, it goes up 20k. 20.6. With a break-even of 23 against North Melbourne next week. What do you guys reckon? Do I take the Lombard score or do I reckon I'll take the Lombard score as opposed to 77 now. I'm going to take the Lombard. I'm not going to play Philippou. I'm just going to take the Lombard score. Just didn't have the loop in the midfield. And yeah, Edwards 50, not the worst. But I can't trust this poo head. I'm just gonna take the Lombard score for sure. Butters continues to run. Love Butters. He's a good boy. See ya, Akka. Good to see you, mate. Much love. Grundy VC. I know we can't pay up, but honestly, I think now it's worth paying for Baz and having one less fringe primo. Yeah, a lot of these fringe primos just aren't doing it. They just don't have this. They don't have the ceiling, and you just can't trust them. They're at their price points for a reason, I guess. So yeah. Take it, yeah. Leo Lombard, bang, won't even need Henry. Oh, very good. I can't trust Pooh even against Richmond, true. My choice is a bit harder. Take Lombard or roll with Cook. Oh, that is tough. I mean, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, as the saying goes. Realistically, what's Cook gonna score? Like if Cook scores 82, for example, number out of my ass, you're risking 77 points for 5 points? I'd take the Lombard score, bro. Hoping Henry's a layout. Travis, you're funny. It bothers me my F1 to 6 all have mid DPP, but I have no forward DPP on my bench. Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of the same. Mid. It's just Edwards is my loop. But I do have Cook, I suppose. Yeah, I can't wait to be done with Philippou, and then I can swing Cook into the forward line. Come on, Miller. Yeah, where is Tukey boy? 74. Yeah, he's not tunning up. Tukey boy's not turning up today. Petrarca 86. He could turn up the track. Butters has turned up 102. Look, it's not looking likely that I'm going to be able to take his score. Noah Anderson 119. Good boy. Keep going up, son. Lombard up to 83 now. Yeah, why would you even risk it with Cook? Come on, bro. That's a slam dunk for Lombard. Lombard 100. Here we come. I know, right? Ball thrown back into play. Wits versus Sweet. Wines is trying to play for a free kick and he doesn't get it. So Noble and Rioli, the two half backs, 144 and 113. What number was Anastasopoulos? Number 29. Oh, so he's playing with half back. Crimbus. What is this? I wouldn't say so. I'd say... what gives you that assumption, huh? What makes you say that? What makes you say that? Yeah. I'm just watching the Gold Coast Port game now at the moment. The last quarter. Oh, geez, it's been a long day. Yeah, I couldn't rename it. I tried renaming it through this thing and they told me that I couldn't do it for some reason. So clearly I must be doing it wrong, but I've never done it before, so I think I can be forgiven. Butters. Jesus. You can almost see the humidity. You can almost see the humidity through the screen. Jesus, it's not. Must be very difficult to play in. Maybe the call him Noble might be a must. He's basically got carte blanche to do whatever the hell he wants. That's got to be the worst, being Rosie and still carted out every week on the bench while your squad gets smacked around. Isn't that the case, though, for... I mean, what happened with Oscar Allen, right? Oscar Allen got injured. Oscar Allen had a tough time. Started to, speak to other coaches, a la Sam Mitchell. And then he had to front the media and apologize for it. So, yeah, he's not the only one. Joe Richards kicks truly. Would I be better off reversing my Henry, bringing Kalani White, getting Lombard emergency score? Tough question, Travis. I just think that who are the downgrade options for next week? If there are no downgrade options next week, then I think you need Henry for the cash gen. Who played there? Who's on the first? Nick Cox on the bubble this week. Henry's on the bubble this week. Lachlan Smith could be named next week. Dirksen could be named next week. Those are the only couple, I suppose, that could be named next week. And if they're not, then it's slim pickings. I think you might need the cash gen, mate. Unfortunately, the cash gen might be a requirement. Would you rather stay at home and recover rather than feel at fault for each loss? Well, why would he feel at fault? He got injured. Not his fault. By any stretch. Butters in the set mark. Good boy. Butters is trying to salvage a pretty. Butters is trying to creep his way up to a decent vice captain score. Anytime, Travis. Horny boy. Good tackle by Bodie Euland. Lombard 87. What has he been doing? Oh, good goal. Yeah, trying to. Guys, could Port Adelaide nab this? Look, it's unlikely, obviously, but they had 4 goals in 7 minutes. Which is obviously tough. But if they get a quick goal here from this clearance. Three goals, 1. Sweet. Wins the ball down. This is Butters. Swings onto the right, lowers the eyes. This is a good ball to Drew. Drew takes Petrarca on the mark, kicks it inside forward 50. Ball hits the deck. Horny boy. Dribbling ball top of the goal square. Joe Richards caught high against Rao. Another shot on goal coming up. Just keep giving the ball to Butters. And well, Butters is now up to 124. He's just ratcheting up. Joe Richards for goal number 4. Nah, you threw. You threw. Are you kidding me? You hit the post from there? Oh my God. Out of fear of sounding like Brad Scott. That's demoralizing. Burgoyne. Darcy Byrne-Jones. Ball hits the deck. Good pressure. How's the bounce? It favors. And that's Tosopoulos. Oh, doesn't have enough on it. Whitlock. Holy shit balls, Batman. How are the Port missing these? Down the line. Out of bounds. Reed. Euland, pretty good for 430k a few weeks ago. Yeah, true. He's 112 now. Petrarca 90. Lombard 88 for some reason. Hasn't done jack all. Drew hacks the ball forward. It works. Port have all the run, but that was a shocking. Mac Andrew dropped the sitter. Big freeze, guys. Get your big freeze beanies. Port doesn't want to win this. Port are playing this game just to put the fear of God in the Suns, but not necessarily to win. Port are doing a social experiment where they're trying to see how they can do a massive prank on 23 individuals. To say, psych, we don't really want to win this game, but we could have. Psych. Oh, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. It's just a prank. The Suns are so lucky, Mark. They are terrified. Geez, Port Adelaide have blown 3 incredibly easy opportunities to score. Goals. 3 of them. What the hell was that kick? Joe Berry, what was that? Feeling for Butters at the moment. Probably just wants to get out there ASAP with all the spuds around him. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. Look at the pressure. Look at the run. Look at the dare. Like, the Port Adelaide have all of it. But their execution is beyond ass. Well done, Bodie Euland again. He's a star, this guy. Grundy scaled up to 200. Deserved. Deserved. 200. Deserved. That's so good. Oh my God. McKinlay is cooked for Port Adelaide. He can't even stand up. He just fell like a... Has he done the hammy, or is his hammy cramping? Poor kid. I don't know what Lombard's done to get to 89, but I'm thankful he has. Now Grundy 200 up and down like a roller coaster, 30 half hour after the game, wait for it down. Nah, probably not. Nah, you can't keep messing around with it. Lombard's just vibing. I know, right? It's just so weird. He's on the bench, just getting points. That was Lombard on 89. Freaking, look, I'm not complaining. I'll take it, obviously. Noah Anderson, 33 disposals. 131. Why can't Noah Anderson play like this everywhere? Why does Noah Anderson have to only score big in Darwin? Frick. I can see lots of people jumping on the Noble bandwagon next week. I'm going to see how Melbourne Bowie goes. Yeah, good call. Paying Supercoach from the brunch. Oh, Petrarca with the fumble. Good, Petrarca. Petrarca could turn up here. Reed is a big man for his age. Circle jerk data is taking the Mickey. Lombard is getting points. I know. I have no idea how he got to 89. Playing Supercoach from the bench. Playing Supercoach from the bench. Sorry, Mark. Yes, Lombard is doing that. I have no idea how he's done it. I've always said it. I mean, I said it on the stream on the way home, right? He's mastered the art of looking busy but doing jack shit. How is he not going down for sitting on the bench and doing nothing? Makes no sense. Butters 131. Look, I'm taking that score. It's obviously not 200, but I don't have Grundy. So I obviously can't do it, but I'm not greedy to turn down a 130. I'm sorry. Right. What? Grundy now 203? Right. The longer this goes on, the more points he's getting. Unreal. Very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. For all the Grundy owners. Grundy's just taking Nakos's score, is he? Nakos down to 93. Oh, Jesus. Come on, keep giving it to Butters. Yes, good boy, Butters. Go again, Butters. Good boy. Freaking love this guy, how kamikaze he is. Oh, he looks injured, though. He looks sore or hurt or something. He's on the ground. Could be worse. I also own Horn Francis. 58? Yeah, that's not ideal. Freaking Lombard just got a point. And Petrarca lost the point. Bro, Petrarca's on the field, not Lombard. All right. Someone at Circle Jerk Data clearly owns Lombard still. Butters 136. Oh, you are a brave man, Butters. Butters, you are a very brave man. You are carrying some shit. Carrying a shit team. "14 seconds on the clock. I'd love a Butters goal right here. Butters? Pissed off McAndrew, you flog, bro. Oh, McAndrew had to smother the kick. Bro, that would have been crazy. I almost would have summoned the goal. Well, this was a good game for me. Anderson 134, Butters 133, Petrarca 93, Lombard 90. This was a good game. Obviously, I didn't have any of the big Swans players to go big because I don't own any Swans players apart from Edwards, but Yeah, Butters went big, Anderson went big, Petrarca's decent for a forward, and Lombard. So look, this game was a very decent one for me. But there are gonna be some really big scores this week for those who have Grundy VC, for those who have like Baz, and I don't know. There's gonna be some really big scores, but that's fine. All right. Yeah, Hexer has been wonderful for you. Grundy is also playing Supercoach from the change rooms. Indeed, indeed he is. Yeah, you got to keep the Horny Man. You can't trade Horny Man out. We're just not in a position to be wasting sideways trades. I know that's the case for me. What did I end up doing? I ended up doing Carroll and Nass to Roberts and Edwards, just so that I could get the money 172 in the bank to just continue to one up, one down every single week. And because that's what I have to do. I've got no choice. I have to just literally upgrade every single week. And I was a bit concerned about the downgrade options next week. So I thought, look, I need to release some funds this week. So Clark, I've held on to you. Against my better judgment, you better tear us apart on Sunday. Night, Mark. Much love, my friend. Butters 137. I'm proud of him. Is the Wizard a must trade in? He looks good. Just enjoy watching him on TV. James, there's no need to trade him in, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. It's just a game. It's just a game. Remember, guys, there's more to life than Supercoach. There's more to life than footy. It's just a hobby, right? It's just a hobby. It's just a game. You can't forget that it's based on football, and football is the best game in the world. So as long as you enjoy the footy, as long as you enjoy watching the footy and you enjoy watching the games, Supercoach is secondary. You can't forget that it's based on the footy and not the other way around. So that does me for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me. The voice has deteriorated. 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours of live game viewership. Congratulations to all of the Grundy VCers. Congratulations on all of the people who traded in the Lizard Blakey. He did very, very well. And congratulations to the Swans. Big win, important win. Well done to the Suns. No one gives two shits about you. No, not. Can't wait for the other premiers to let me down. We'll see. But I was talking to Roland Anderson. Yeah, we'll join the Supercoach Edge. How is he not even playing? What do you mean how he's not even playing? Just again wishing I knew what to do with the present. Anytime, Travis. Look, my problem, Trav, as well. It's been a constant feature of my seasons. Unfortunately, I've never had a good starting team. Never had a team that didn't require me to burn through trades to correct. Unfortunately, I've always gone down a more riskier route, which is unfortunate, but I am definitely wanting to change that. I think next year I am going to back myself a lot more. I am going to, I think, back in my preseason research and really try my best to finally have a season where I have a decent team. Every year, it's always playing catch up. It's always making some sacrifices to try and to climb back up the ranks and play. But I'm hoping next year where I can actually start the season well and be able to make simple conservative decisions so that later in the year I can then play aggressive. You know what I mean? So, anytime, thank you for joining me, Travis. I hope you had a good time. You the man as well, Las Pistolas. I am not Big J, by the way. I am Joe, not Big J. But yes, Big J is the man as well. So thank you guys so much for joining. If you enjoyed the stream today, please like. If you're new, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to not miss out on any of the videos and the streams that we pump out on a regular basis every Monday night, and every Thursday night, and every Friday night. And if you are a member, you also are on Tuesday. We're also on Tuesday night. So yeah, lots of hours, lots of content, lots of myself and Big J's face, and always love doing the live watch-alongs. Take care, Hexerism. Anytime. Jonas, thank you very much for being here with me tonight. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend.